Happy, let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is actually going to be a pretty good day. I hope my background noise isn't too loud. Doesn't seem like it, so we'll just stick with what we have here. What I did want to do, which I literally just thought of right now, is to make this. Whoa, that's huge. Whoa, what the fudge is going on? Whoa, stop. Oh my God, what is going on, dude? Yo, what up, Snyder? I'm trying to fix my chat and it's going crazy here. Okay, maybe not that big. 25? Yeah, I think that's good. Let's save that. There we go. Have a good stream. Thank you, Kendall. That's better. That's better. Oh, it's kind of cut off though. And we gotta. There we go. Save again. Should automatically update. We'll just force it to. There we go. Of course, it's too low. I gotta make everything perfect. Snyder, what up, man? How is it going? Oh my God, why does it keep freaking... So today, my friends, we are going to be doing a couple things, right? Or what should I say? 3 things, actually. First of all, welcome to the stream. And I also wanted to say, and give a big shout out. I got a few subscribers, about 4 or 5 subscribers. It doesn't look like his name's on here, but shout outs to Vicky and a couple that I hit 150 subscribers. It's a big accomplishment for me. It was a goal. The next goal is to get to 200 before the year ends. So we'll see if we get there. To be honest, haven't been on my VCU play in a while. Really? Why not? You gotta represent. How many leagues you got, Snyder? Sorry, the thrust there. My focus today probably won't be VCU. If I can get there, I can get there. But really, I'm glad you're here too, because I'm going to be going through and reviewing college football today. So that's the main focus for this. After 200 hours of play, we're going to find out, is college football really worth playing for people that really haven't played? And you know, funny enough, I know of people that have not played yet. Now, obviously, they're not hardcore fans, but they are fans of college football and they're interested. I was talking to somebody at work today about it. So a bunch. You got a bunch of, that's crazy. I can only do so many because then it becomes worthless. Not worthless. It becomes like not, it doesn't mean as much. And then I lose track of it. It's the same thing with fantasy football. So I'm only in 1 fantasy football league now. Maybe I would do 2, but if it ain't worth money, I don't really care. And also I don't want to have so many. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I only do 1 at a time. So for fantasy football, but for college football, I do 2. Obviously I have my online dynasty that you see all the time with everybody else. And then I have my VCU one. So really puts it. And I tell you, man, I put together a spreadsheet and I'm hopefully a future video to come with that, because what I'm trying to do, I'll show you in a second here though. On my only offline playthrough I'm doing is North Carolina only recruits. Oh, that's actually that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. That's kind of cool. I never even thought of playing it like that. A little bit of extra challenge. So the way I challenge myself is like right now, I'm on my, maybe you'll see tonight, but on my 6th year, we're undefeated and we're winning pretty easily, handedly, if you will. And so if I win this one and potentially go, maybe I'll do it next year, but I'm looking to go straight to Heisman from moving forward. That way I can, challenge myself a little more and also just make some good content, So, but the thing I wanted to tell you about though was this spreadsheet I made. Let me show you the spreadsheet. I don't think you probably can't see it. Well, here, I'll just talk about it. So I got this spreadsheet that I'm making and I have put every single recruit. Now I got to go back probably through my streams and look at the recruits that I had, but I've put every single recruit in this spreadsheet. And I'm going to try to find out what a 4-star, with a diamond and a, a star, or no, excuse me, elite dev trait, what can he turn into for almost as many positions as I can. Basically, I'm going to do this until like probably year 15, and then I'm going to have 10 years worth of data that I can go through and kind of sort and say, okay, at left guard, and I'll probably do guards, I had this many recruits at impact and 4 stars, and they turned out to be this high of a rating, right? Or an average or whatever. So that's what I tend to do with that data. But it's also fun to look back on guys that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that was, I've never had a number 1 recruit. I've never recruited the number 1 player in the nation. The highest I've ever gotten was number 2. I have very minimal elite dev traits, which is crazy. Like, all this data is going to be good data to have if I can collect it. Even if I go up to, I think 30 years is the most you can go, but it's going to be a little slower rolling. I won't have that. Like, I'm not going to try to push it just for the sake of getting the data, because that's not really the focus. My focus is the VCU Dynasty, and we'll slowly get it. But it's also fun to just put them in there. It creates an extra dynamic of recruiting. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Also, I got major allergies, so I'm all over the place. Sorry. Okay. I think I kind of want to move this over here so I can see the chat a little better, and then I'll move this over here. Okay. Anyways, so I kind of stopped what I was saying though. If you're just tuning in, or if you're just watching the stream live back, my name is Riqua, pronounced just like that, Riqua. People call me Rick, Rich, a lot of other things, but the name is Riqua. I play, quite a few games. I'm a gamer. I'm an all-around gamer. I'm not, deep diving into a whole lot of games, but I am a gamer in general. I play sports games, first-person shooters, real role-playing games, real-time strategy. So if you've seen a game out there, I haven't played all the games, but I will try games for sure. And but my main, some of my favorites are college football. Obviously, I love Spider-Man. I love that kind of open world game. And on a not so popular level, I guess, is Mountain Blade Bannerlords. It's a real-time strategy where you're a commander on the ground. So I like games like that, like medieval games. And also role-playing games. Star Wars was one of my favorites I've played. So welcome to the channel, and hope if you're stopping by, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe if you aren't already. So I appreciate everybody stopping by. What up, Dano? Is that Jesus, right? Sorry if I freaking blasted you on. You didn't want anybody to name your name, but I can't remember if that's you or not. I'm pretty sure that's you. What does Dino mean again? Is that a Native American tribe, but from the Aztecs, or am I crazy here? Oh no, Taino is like Puerto Rican, right? It's like from the Caribbean's native. I don't remember. Maybe not stop. I don't remember. Anyways, if you do, let me know what that means. Yes. Oh, I don't know which I said yet. Oh, it is. Gotcha. It's DJ. That's right. yeah. Gotcha. Okay. What up, man? What up? Anyway, so back to me and just kind of talking about what I do. Just, last thing I'll say on that is, I'm not over here trying to be famous right now. I'm just trying to do this, for, one day, do it for a living, for something I love. So, yeah, so this is me, and here we go. Let's get this stream started. A lot of this stream is going to be about a review of college football, and then we're going to turn into a video, hopefully. So Native American tribe, Puerto Rico. Okay. I thought so. I'm not crazy. All right. See, there's some Puerto Rican in me. Anyway, so the three things we're going to try to touch on today, and probably in this order, is I'm going to review college football. This first thing we're going to do, 200 hours worth of playing time. As I've said before, we're going to really find out if college football is worth it, and I'm going to give it a good score. If you don't know, I have this playlist called Rico's Reviews, where I review some of the games. I haven't done it in a while. I reviewed Gray Zone Warfare, but I'm not sure if I'm going to turn it into a video yet, because it's an early access game, and I don't kind of want to dog it too hard. So I'm waiting for that game to kind of develop anymore. But this game is not. So this is a new game. So we're going to review it today, right now, with some of your input too. Native American. I already read that. I'm an idiot. And then we're gonna talk about a user tournament build. If you are, if you do, or if you're interested, if you know me specifically, you got to know me, so I don't freaking just let anybody in that's like going to crush us. know me or somebody that I know, come join the tournament. This is the first trial run, so that's why I want to get to know the people first, or I want people that I know. That way I can I'm not controlling how it plays out, but I'm controlling how quickly we can run the tournament and seeing it in a controlled environment, how fast I can do a tournament, because this may be something that I want to continue to do throughout the year, especially during college football season. So I got Army Dynasty team overall 95 after 8 seasons. 95. I got mine at 91. Damn, man. That's crazy. The third thing we're going to talk about, and we'll get deep dive into these things, but the third thing we're going to do is go through VCU's Dynasty. Hopefully we can get to that, but if not, it's all good. So let's get this thing started. Okay. I'm going to have to go into the game, so you'll see me go back and forth. That way I can get some video coverage of what I'm talking about. I don't want to just kind of talk and not explain exactly what I'm doing. So bear with me as we review this. And I do want some of your input live too. DJ, Kyle, if you got anything or you think otherwise, please just let me know. I'm curious to know. And you guys might end up on the video. So my last video did pretty good too. My recruiting was doing pretty good. It's got 13 likes, which is the second highest. And honestly, it's the highest that I didn't just push like that. Like one of the ones that I pushed, or it wasn't that I pushed it, the video of my reaction to college football got the most likes and the most views, but that was more so because there was a negative comment on it. And then every one of my friends came in there and showed us some love and started dogging it. Not really dogging them, but like he dogged me. He was like, oh, you have like 100 subscribers, less than 100 subscribers, and you're saying the graphics are trashy. I'm like, okay, I gotta start somewhere. So that recruiting tip that was discussed after that I streamed. I joined definitely helped. Yeah. Those things were those guys that helped out, they came through, and I got the recruiting video I made, which I want to make another video that's in addition to it, because there's been some things that I've noticed that I've made adjustments that I kind of want to talk about. So I may make another video, but we'll see. Anyways, so going to Reekwa's reviews. So welcome to Reekwa's reviews, where I give a short review of games that I've recently played. I'll give you a quick rundown. I'll give you a quick rundown how I give my score. I score each game on 7 categories. My graphics and visuals, story, narrative, gameplay, replayability, UI/experience, performance, and tech issues, and finally innovation and originality. So these are the categories that we're going to go through. I do have a spreadsheet that I'll show, but for now we'll just go what we got here. I've seen, and by the way, don't feel like I'm just talking. So keep chatting away, because I'm gonna stop and talk. I've seen some other recruiting tips too. Ooh, maybe we need to talk. Because I make my videos live anyway. So maybe I need to just hit you up and be like, hey, get on this stream when you when I go to make this video. That way you can show me some of the tips. But this was probably gonna be more coordinated too, because I'm gonna write some of the stuff down similar to what I'm doing right now. So Snyder informed the class. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so I can copy and paste. And by the way, the Jets are losing. I think pretty bad too, man. If you see me looking up, I'm watching the game above me. Yeah, 29-13. They're not going to win that game. Jets don't look that great. I thought they would be better. Anyways, oh, you know what? I got to restart that whole thing because I'm not recording not a single word of this. Okay, we're going to restart. Don't worry about me. I just want to re-say this because it's part of it. But anyways, welcome to Rico's Reviews, where I give a short review of games that I've played. I'll give you a quick rundown on how I come up with a score. I score each game on 7 categories, and they are graphics, novels, keep saying that, graphics and visuals, story, narrative, gameplay, replayability, UI/experience, performance and tech issues, and finally innovation and originality. Each category gets a score of 1 to 10, obviously 1 being the worst, 10 being the highest. I add those up, get a raw score, and divide by the amount of categories, and I'll kind of go over that in a little bit, or actually I'll go over it now, right? There's 7 categories, but if I have like a sports game, one of those categories is, as you saw, story, narrative. Sports games don't have categories, so we're gonna divide by 6 instead of 7, so that way the score can still be compared to each other, right? Yeah, and so you divide by the amount of categories you score, and you get a score between 1 and 10. All right, so let's get into it. I can't reveal all this. You gotta reveal the secrets, Snyder. What are you talking about, bro? Okay, I need to know. We're not even playing against each other. All right. All right. So first thing I want to do, I don't know, should I, if you were watching a video, if y'all were watching a video and I started talking about graphics and visuals, right? Would you want to see me point out exactly what I'm talking about, by the way? Would you want to see like me go into graphics visuals? Because one of the things I'm going to talk about is the crowd. Crowd isn't all that great, to be honest with you. I guess I can. I guess I'll do that. Let's switch this bad boy. We'll go with, I think I want to go with the COD scene. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. Hey, there's my notes. All right, check my spreadsheet. Okay, I was talking about this earlier. Here's my spreadsheet on reviewing games. For recruiting pipeline, 100% helps also to see if you should keep pushing if you aren't number one on their ranking. For recruiting pipeline, 100% helps also to see if you should keep pushing if you aren't. What do you mean by that? It wouldn't hurt. I think you're referring to like the graphic. Yeah, gotcha. Snyder. Elaborate a bit because there's a lot you could focus on. In terms of, oh, I see. No. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go through it. I was just curious to know. This is my spreadsheet though on reviewing games. I've reviewed some. These are the scores that I've given it. The highest being Spider-Man, #1. I love this game. And I rarely give out a 10, but man, I loved it. And I think I even had to lower it a little bit because I think I gave it like a 9 point. It was like a 9.4, but I lowered it a bit. I was a little overzealous. Anyways, let's go put. Let's do this over here. Move this over. Actually, you know what I could do? No, we do this. Boop. Oh man, why is it freaking doing that? Let's do this. All right. If you aren't their preferred pipeline, your hours won't matter. If you aren't their preferred pipeline, your hours won't matter compared to a team that has a higher pipeline ranking. You should cut ties and put yours to another prospect. You know, I haven't really looked into that. I would say I haven't noticed that, but I can't say that because I didn't really focus on that. You know what I mean? So, okay. Sounds good, right? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go in here to play now. And, oh, you know what? I freaking left my notes over here. Boom. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about is graphics and visuals. Okay. I divided into two categories. No, not really divided. It's just pros and cons. I'm going to go down, run through some pros and cons for each. Makes it easier for you to recruit if you aren't competing with their #1. It's also true, but like you should be able to overcome that. I would assume, if you put enough hours into it. But again, it depends. I think it depends on how close you are to finishing, like getting all the recruits. You know what I mean? Like if you're, in the beginning and they're in your pipeline and you're not, I would say you go after it, but then they could overcome you easier because they have the pipeline and you don't. So I can see it all. I need to test that though now. Make sure these uniforms aren't crappy. Wish I had my Chrome Dome. There we go. Use these. I'm gonna use this. Oh, how do I who do we want to be playing? We'll play Virginia. Because screw it. We're not really gonna play them. We're just gonna use them as a. Oh, am I crazy? Where's Virginia? Oh. Do I uniforms on? All right. All right, so graphics and visuals. So it's been an obvious upgrade, right? I wish my screen was right here. I want my notes right here. And it's not. And they're over here. So it's kind of annoying. I'm trying to figure out how I can. All right. You know what I'll do? Put this. Hello. Here. Is here. I'm gonna have to use my OBS over here. Depends on where the recruit is narrowing down schools. Yeah, that's what I mean. If top 5 or 3 and you aren't number 1, you should cut ties. No, I agree. I would agree with that. Yeah, because you're probably not going to overcome them. And you can't really tell how much they're recruiting. So I would agree with that. Yeah. Okay. Me. Bing, bop, boom. That way I can get a big screen on me. All right. So graphics and visuals for college football 25, right? Obviously, it's been an obvious upgrade from the past few years, 2014. And that's only if you haven't played the revamped version. I don't know if you guys have played the revamped version, but the revamped version was something I played for the last 3 years after a friend showed it to me. The graphics were updated. The names were, input in the game. The gameplay was still the same. So, it was pretty easy. So it's definitely not, something you can just jump from the revamped version to this version, which I learned very quickly because I tried to play on Heisman and it was brutal. But in terms of the graphics, though, the graphics, it's what you expect, right? It was updated. It was great. There were some cons, but we'll get into that a little later. But a lot of the game was very detailed, even down to the helmets were very detailed. You can change the color scheme of your helmet when in Team Builder, and it looks great. And I would even say like the chrome of if you ever have like the Oregon or a Team Builder team where you have a chrome helmet, it looks phenomenal. You can zoom in so well. I bet you it would look better if it was on PC, but I digress. Another part of the graphics and visuals, if you will, is the opening ceremonies. I haven't seen them all, but the ones I have seen, it's great. It's very, it's too real life. It's real life exactly how they are now. So it's awesome. I love, watching the opening scenes so long as I haven't played the team over and over again. So that's why I try to play somebody new every year. Well, I wish I could send a pic of current season recruiting. You would be floored. How is Army getting these recruits? Getting nothing but know it all butter bars coming in. Yeah, they're probably not gonna be butter bars though. They're probably gonna go to the NFL. ECU purple chrome helmets go hard, dude. So I would like to see that. Do they look good? I seen Washington has the chrome helmets. I would love to see that. Agreed. Those helmets are crazy. Yeah. The chromes. I love the chrome. And to a certain extent, if you haven't already done it, the jerseys, like if you put the number chrome on the jersey, oh my God, it looks great. I can't get enough of it, and I have it on, so we're gonna show it real quick. We'll do no background. Yeah. We're gonna show. Let's see if I can. Yeah, these are the ones that I have. I'm just running. I'm gonna get into formation so I don't look too terrible. So I can do an instant replay. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful. Oh my God. Let me do it again. The back is right. It's just a reflection of yellow. I thought my jerseys were yellow. I was like, they're not supposed to be yellow, but it was just a reflection. Why does it move so slow? You can't really see it when you're like that. I have to have them like standing around. There we go. This is going to be perfect. Amazing. Yeah, they are. They're freaking amazing. All right, let's see if I can. Oh no, I'd have to run it. Let me run a play. I don't even know what play it is. Oh God. Sick transitions. Don't mind me I'm drinking my feelings on this Jets game. Yeah, the game's pretty bad. You're a Jets fan? Oof. Oh, there we go. Now it's moving faster. All right. Yeah. I wish you would. No, I want him to have his hands up. Okay, whatever. those, see the helmet on the top with the white. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. I don't know who Bowers is. Man, and the jersey in the front. It just looks good. Now we can go into the, what I will do is go into, see if I can, how far I can go into the crowd, which looks like you can't. But maybe I can zoom in after the video. I mean, I do like this detail. Like, I'm pretty sure the, yeah, everybody's in chrome helmets, and you can really, you can see it all from here. Although that guy's wearing yellow. See, there's a couple things like that that kind of bug me a little bit. I feel you watched my Rams last night just get bullied in OT. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were. Anyways, we'll try to zoom in on the stadium, oh my God, the crowd, because that is one of my cons, right? The crowd is okay, but could be better. I understand that probably could take a lot of, graphics away when you don't really focus. It's just one of those things nice to have, but I don't really need. So I can accept not having the crowd. But I do like the touch of the sideline. I mean, you can see football players. I remember back in the day, it did not look like this. And if I had my original team, I could probably tell you some of these numbers, some of these players, who they are. So, yeah. Now going back, oh man, I'm going to have to go back. I mean, I don't think I can. Let's see. About to put on my Dynasty so I can feel good for tonight. That's funny. I should have put a better team, so I have a more popular guy on the team. Because I don't know any of these players, but I guess I could compare to Anthony Cola, whatever his name is. Right. Excuse me. We're going to go only me, and I want to see who this guy is. Anthony Colandro. Let's see. The heck? I want to compare him. Oh, I don't know why I did this. This is what this guy looks like, and that's what he looks like. Now, he looks like a generic guy, though. So, you know, one of my cons, I would say, is the player models, right? The player models, to me, it's a little lacking. I'm trying to find a guy. I probably should use a popular. Let's see if we can get out of here and find a popular player. Like, who's the most popular player in the game, right? Well, let's use Travis Hunter. Let's see if Travis Hunter looks similar. Can I just go to the rosters? Yeah. Let's go to Travis Hunter and see how he looks, which should be pretty easy to find. I guess I just go to Colorado. I know all the face scans are not in. Yeah, but I would assume they have Travis Hunter, right? 83 speed is your fastest running back. Oh yeah, that's so when I did my team builder, I make it a cupcake so I can build them up. Yeah, it wasn't fun. My first year I went 3-10 or something like that, 3-9. All right, so this is Travis Hunter. Okay, let's do this. I wish I could do a side by side, but I guess I can't. I mean, I could, but I don't. You know what? I'll just take a picture of Travis Hunter and we'll put him in this. So this is Travis Hunter. This is what he looks like. We'll zoom in on him. We'll edit him. And I don't think we can edit him completely, but let's see how he looks. And then we'll zoom it. Raise your face, Hunter. Yeah. So, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. Right? Wait, that's the QB. Yeah. Okay. Making fun of my damn quarterback. So Travis Hunter looks good. Let's see. Let's see Shedeur Sanders. Some of the more popular players, right? I guess we'll put a picture next to him, zoom in, and we'll see. So that's the comparison. So it can be approached. So some of the players in there, which is awesome, right? Because back in the day, we didn't used to have actual players in the game. And we didn't get to have their faces. They had name, image, and likeness, but they did not look like the players. Whether other than their skin tone, maybe, and maybe some facial hair and their jersey number, obviously, and height, weight. But this obviously is much better. It's a little more cartoony, but it's still, getting there. But if we look at Anthony from Virginia here, Anthony Colandrea, which probably isn't the most popular player in the game. Let's see, Virginia. Let's go there. Okay. Let's see how he looks. I mean, it is similar, but I would tell you he looks very generic. Hey, that's even a bad example. So either way, I think the pro is the players look very similar. Their facial features look similar to who we are, the ones that we know, the very popular players. But once you start getting into the NIL and stuff, or excuse me, continue. Once you start getting into like your players, your made up players, which I guess I could just look at right now. Would they be? Or would I have to? Can I look at the roster in VCU? I don't think you can. I think you have to go into, yeah. Continue without saving. Download center. Can I look at it this way? I think I actually have to go into the game. Wait, that's good. I think I have to actually go into the game, right? In order to. Is the game frozen? Hold on. That was weird. Whatever. Either way, so the small con would be that the player models are a little lacking, right? The facial features, they look very like wide-eyed and like just not human, right? It's very similar to the older games, whereas the known players they look very similar to what they actually look like. So overall, for the graphics and visuals, I would, if I had to grade it right now, it seems low, but I think I would give it a 7 based on a couple of those guys. It's even pushing an 8, but it's not like one of the most amazing games I've ever played. There's definitely room for improvement. It is a little more cartoony than real, whereas Madden is the graphics are a little better. I would even put the Madden in the 8-9 category. So right now I would rate that as a 7 for graphics and visual, right? Going into the, so again, like I said, story and narrative, there is no story, although, you know, there is an aspect to it with Dynasty and stuff like that, but we're not going to get into that. There's no actual story, so I'm not even going to go into it. So we'll be dividing this into 6, dividing this by 6, the score by 6. Okay, so plug. Let me get back here. Only me. All right, so I guess I should have said that while. So graphics and visuals, I give it a 7. Overall, I give it a 7. Yeah. So overall, I give it a 7 based on that, and Madden looks a little better, or Madden looks much more realistic, whereas this game looks a little more cartoony, which I'm okay with. But that's just, when we're judging it based off of a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7 based on the things I've just said. All right, so story narrative, we're not going to go through, like I said. Gameplay. All right, gameplay though, man. Dude, gameplay, there's obvious pros and cons, I think. And I wonder what do you guys think the pros and cons are? What would you label the pros and cons? I already got some. I think, and I'm going to go through mine, but I want to know what yours are real quick. I think for one of the best things I enjoyed, because I play this game very realistic. I try not to make my, go in there and edit like when they gave the ability to edit players, it did not matter to me because I'm not going to go in there and edit. I have the discipline not to do that, but I don't even like that they did it, but I understand why. And I mean, edit the ratings, the players' names. I need to be able to edit my damn players' names and their numbers. It's getting annoying. They got the names down and they got the numbers for offline Dynasty. You can now edit numbers, but for online dynasties, which you have to play with Team Builder, you can't edit the numbers. So pros, wear and tear. Going back to the realism part, right? Wear and tear. I love this new feature. I love this. I remember my first game at UNC when I was playing my online dynasty, I was running my running back because that's all I had. And I almost injured him. He was in the red hard. He was ready to be done. I think it gives it an aspect of a more real game, or, a more strategy, right? I now have to use more players, which I really enjoy, because that's where I kind of lose it from Madden, is that I don't like to play that game because I'm always, every year it's the same players for 10, 15 years. Whereas college football, you aren't using this every 4 years, you're changing it up. Like somebody's changing up. So I love the realistic portion of this. And this even adds to that portion, to that as well. Because I have to, put in the backup. I have to have some strategy. And they added third down running back, slot receiver, slot cornerbacks, the additional defensive end, edge rushers, those kind of things. Now I have to kind of think about my auto subs. Got to think about when they get to 80 overall, do I want to push so that they come out when they're at 80
stamina or 70 stamina? And then when do I want to put them back in? Do I want to put them back in when they're 70 stamina so they can just come right back out because they're so, and then they continue to get hurt? Adds a great dynamic to the game. I like the concept of wear and tear. It's it's god awful in simulation. I really like the recruiting. Still some adjustments they can make, but I like it way more than any past game. Oh yeah, the recruiting. Yeah, that's actually one of the things I think I'm gonna get into. So, wouldn't we consider that under gameplay? Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, I would tell you the recruiting adjustments that they did, phenomenal. You really have to strategize how you recruit these players. With the addition of the transfer portal and the deal breakers, money. Like there's obvious bugs in them. There's obvious things that need to change with recruiting, but as a starting point, this is good, right? We know that, like for instance, playing time. I have issues with that, right? I had a quarterback. He has been a starter since he was a freshman for 3 years. He left my team because of playing time. That's an obvious bug that we need to fix. So that in terms of gameplay, one of the cons would be some of the bugs that they need to fix, and we'll kind of go over there into performance and tech issues, I guess. So we'll save that for later. But gameplay, recruiting is definitely in there. Probably the second favorite thing I have for this game. Okay. Let's see what else it has in here. Improvements in behavior. All right, some cons. Play style is my worst. Yeah, I know. It's not so hard when you're playing it in terms of offense, right? Because if I need more passing yards, I just freaking throw the ball more. It is what it is. But trying to get interceptions, which I do a pretty decent job of. The thing I struggle with is sacks. I can't get sacks as easy as I would like, obviously. So, but that's pretty much all I got to do is just start to get more. People want to see it, which is weird. If my team can't get enough sacks, then I'm recruiting you because I need more sacks. But whatever. I did want to talk about that for a second. Our movement, mechanics, ads, strategy. What was I saying? Gameplay, wear and tear. Yeah, I'll get a picture of wear and tear. It's fine. Okay. So cons for gameplay. The player movement and mechanics need some refinement, as it does feel a little clunky sometimes, or not necessarily clunky, but it glitches out. We'll go through that in tech issues, performance tech issues, but it does, that part is annoying. You'll be trying to catch the ball or you're trying to intercept it and the player runs through. That has been common throughout almost any football game. So it's not super prevalent in the game, but it is obviously something we don't want to have. The other part of the gameplay in Dynasty specifically, coaching abilities max out, which is fine if my coaching abilities max out. One, I wish I would have known. I probably should have read that a little more. Like I didn't know that the coaching abilities can max out like the way they do, which is annoying. And you know what? We'll go and I'm going to show you that too. Oh God. A Dynasty. Niners whooped up on the Jets. This is annoying, right? I've maxed out my coach. He's a 50 overall. I cannot, at least from what I understand, and Snyder, you help me. Maybe you've gotten this far too. I can no longer get any of these. I've maxed it out, and I didn't know that they max out at that level. So I pretty much used all mine on recruiter, even the kicker, like an idiot. This is 20 points wasted. And yeah, and I even opened up the strategist, whatever, which was okay. But honestly, I was going for the dev trait, which is it's good to know, but not crucial in recruiting somebody. Honestly, it's not going to dictate whether I do it or not. Yeah, okay, so that is correct. So I wasted all of my points and put all my eggs basically in 3 baskets where I now can't be CEO. I can't use program builder. I can't use talent. I can't use any of these, right? It's not that I don't want it to max out, right? Because it might be kind of cheesy if you're the greatest at everything. But one, I think they could increase it a little more. Your XP or whatever, your level. I think they could, maybe we can go to 60 or 75. But what you should be able to do is reset. Like you should be able to like, oh, I messed up, right? You can't reset it. It used in the old game, you could reset the your abilities. Granted, you could also max out every single one of them in the old game. So there's a scale, right? You don't want to have it maxed and have everything, but also you don't want to not have the ability to reset it and choose something different. I have not maxed out yet though. Attention span too short. Yeah. But I totally understand, right? Resetting it brings a level of what am I saying? Fake of it's just not realistic. So I understand that. I understand why they don't do it. But let me decide if I want to make it that realistic. Or like maybe some scale level 50 of 50. So I know, oh, I'm gonna use all my levels because I'm a type of player that once I start the dynasty, I'm not restarting. I'm gonna go till 30 years, so I'll play this game for months. So yeah, that's one of the cons. I don't really like that about it. Overall, I'd give this gameplay, man. If we had to go with a score, I really like the game. I'd give it an 8. I think I would give it an 8. Pushing up to 9, but I think the cons. There's plenty of other bugs. I think we could freaking find, and not bugs, excuse me, things that are not fun in this game. What are other things? What else? Let me see. What else could I think of that is some cons other than that? I think those are the two things, the biggest things. Do we count gameplay in for the numbers? Or is that a tick? Yeah, no. So I would tell you, I'm right on par with you so far. Gotcha. I would tell you another con though. Another con for this game would be the ability to edit the players more, right? It started out where you couldn't edit anybody and everybody was saying, oh, it's because of NIL, which it wasn't. We were most of the community was asking for the ability to edit players after when you started Dynasty, after you started recruiting them. They gave us the ability to edit their names eventually, which is great. And then they gave us the ability finally to edit their numbers. But like I said before, only in offline dynasties. Just let me edit my players. I don't want my quarterback to be number 22. Okay. Although sometimes that's kind of cool, but most of the time, if he's number 85, I'm going to be really upset. So, or my running back, whatever the case may be. Let me decide that, right? That is something that I don't understand why they did. So that would obviously knock it down a little there. So, right now it would be between 7 and 8 to 9, I think. To be honest, I think they have been doing really well with updates. I would agree. Game is way better than it was at launch. No, 100%. I would 100% agree with that. It is better, but I think the numbering thing, I don't understand why. And they're not telling you. Like they did a good job of like explaining why they were doing things, but then they were like, they edited the number. They allowed us to edit the numbers and they didn't explain why. Like explain to us why. And I think that would help them, help the community, just understand. It would help us understand. And we'd be like, okay, we understand now. But when you don't explain it, it sounds like you just don't know why. You're just not doing it. Like that's all it sounds like. I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it. So whatever. Okay, so gameplay, I think I'm gonna go with an 8. I think it's an 8 right now. So, I've not been putting so 7. What do we say? 7 for graphics and visuals, 8 for not story narrative. Oops. 8 for gameplay. I'm gonna go with that for now. Okay, so here's one of the things for video games that is a must. Obvious replayability. You got to be able to play the game over and over again. I tell you, for me, again, this is my rating. For me, without even giving any pros or cons, it starts at an 8 for this game. I can play this game over and over, and I will lose track of time. That is one of the most crucial things for a video game. I mean, that's stood through the test of time from the invention of video games. If you can sit there and play it and lose track of time, not eat any food, I could not eat for 24 hours and I'd just be playing this game over and over again, right? That was at least me as a kid. I played games from the start like that. Started with Mario, but really when I got a little older, Some of the games that it would do that for me was like WWE, WCW versus WWE. There was, and then also WrestleMania, NWO versus, what was it? What was the game? And I don't know. It was a wrestling game. I would all night, me and my friend would just all night we'd be playing. Halo was another all night. I'd be up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just grinding away. Call of Duty turned into that as well. Those kind of games. Yeah. And perfect example. Yeah. Playing on, it feels like 50-50. They say they just can't do it. And then they get ripped for it anyways. Okay. I would agree. So, okay. Yeah. I would agree. They say they can't just do it and then they get ripped anyway. But that's the thing. They have to be able to explain, like they can literally explain this away. They can say, hey, you know what? We didn't put it in the game. All right. They're going to get ripped. Right. But I don't think they'll get ripped as much if they say, hey, it's coming. We're working on it right now as we speak. But more importantly, just communicating that. I've played so many early access games now since I got a PC. And the one thing everybody else asks is just be honest with the community. Gray Zone Warfare is doing a great job with that. They have nothing but positivity. There are some critiques. People are in there saying, hey, can you improve this? But they're not being toxic. And not that you should be toxic if a game isn't giving you notes, but that's just the environment you create when you don't say anything. Call of Duty is notorious for this. They started out explaining stuff and then they just stopped. And sometimes they do, but it's just not enough. But anyways, let's go back to my big screen here. Oh, keep forgetting. They're never going to please everyone. No, 100%. You're never going to please everyone. You're never going to please everyone. And that's okay. That's okay. But I think you can get a lot of them. You can tell, like I tried to see there was a game that came out, or something came out and I tried to just gauge the power. I was like, oh, this is going to be toxic because people are just toxic. And you know what? It ended up being okay. I forgot what it was. But point is what I'm trying to make is there is an environment where you can create an environment where it's, at a minimum, it's 50-50, but I think COD will never get there because they're COD. It's just such a popular game. So either way, replayability, man, like this is the type of game that I can play for hours upon hours. And I've put over 200 hours in this in about a month. It was in a month. I put 200. I think I'm at like 220. I don't know. I put a lot of time into this game. There are people that have put in 400 hours, which is wild to me, but I can't. And that was only in a month. I don't know what they do for living, but I can't do that. But either way, when you have, which is crucial, right? The dynasty mode was crucial to this game. I know they kind of, and I don't really play any of the online stuff, mind you. So the dynasty mode is, I think, the biggest part of this game. It's the biggest thing everybody wanted. And I'm glad they got it kind of right. But when it comes to like numbers and stuff, that's where they kind of faltered a little. And I think they understand the community because from what I understand, some of the college football revamped players or devs are actually some of the devs for this game. So they understand the community, but Dynasty is the biggest piece to this. And that's what I'm basing a lot of this off of. That is what keeps me playing this game. And I think most people playing this game, the ability to play Dynasty on my own, and more importantly, playing Dynasty with my friends. All right. Being in the same universe. It doesn't necessarily have to be, I want to create this league. And some people were doing this. I take this as newer players. They created a dynasty and they put everybody in the same conference. They wanted everybody in the same conference. So they're always playing each other. One, that's going to take forever because now you got to get 2 people on the same schedule, all these. That's annoying. But 2, basically you're playing multiplayer. You might as well just go online and play other people, right? That kind of, and you're going to get people to quit because if you're just getting curb stomped every week, you're just going to quit. That to me doesn't create the replayability. What does create the replayability is just having your buddies in your league and we are in the same universe. And so we can talk smack. We don't have to play each other, but we'll play each other probably in the championship game, which will mean more and in the end. But they kind of messed that up. And this, in terms of replayability, I'm gonna put it in this category where they messed that up was they didn't allow it to freaking be crossplay, only for Dynasty. Like the entire game is crossplay, but you didn't make Dynasty crossplay. I don't get it. I don't get it. That was the number one thing I wanted to do. I could not wait to do. Now I have friends like you, Snyder, that can't play in my league because you have an Xbox. Like, we're beyond that now. We're beyond that. You know, they also didn't make it for PC, which is also frustrating. Sorry, went on a little rant there. And I'm going to read some of the notes that I put to this game. Excels in replayability due to vast number of modes available. Yeah. So they do. So one of the things, a pro to replayability was the college football playoff. That was kind of cool. A new way to play. They had to put in a way to play against other players without having, your favorite team being JMU and you're playing Alabama. Somebody that uses Alabama, right? So I know that there's a tier process that you can turn on or turn off. And so you can continue to play other players that are on your level. So that makes people want to keep playing the game, right? So I'm not just getting curb stomped by the same team they're using Alabama, which people are still complaining about, but I think that was a great feature. I love that. Don't get me started on that. Then we're gonna play what that's his fault for having an Xbox. Oh yeah. No, you're yeah. I can go on and on about this freaking Dynasty not being crossplay. It's super frustrating. But solely because, not solely, but the main reason for that is because like everything else is crossplay. Not other games. This specific game is crossplay, and you didn't make the game crossplay. Like what? Silly, just silly. Okay, so if I had to, so let me make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, I'll tell you, they brought back Road to Glory. I think they did a phenomenal job. This is another piece, a very big pro for replayability. The Road to Glory, they took away the high school portion, which I was upset about because I love playing in the high school. I used to even make my entire district of schools because you can do that. I think it even aligned, like sometimes it knew the schools you had, and it would, you'd pick Virginia and you'd put Mount Vernon. Some of the schools, popular schools were on there. They probably couldn't do that anymore, but they took that away, but they did add the ability to choose what rating your player was, which at first I didn't like they took it away, but then when I did it, I understood. Once I played it, I understood, and I was like, okay, I like this. I don't mind this. But what I do love about it is that you can be a 5-4 or 3-star or even a 2-star, 5-4, 5-4, 3-2. Yeah, you can do 4 categories. So you can do 4 categories, and it just adds to like once I did already Road to Glory as a 5-star blue chip, or not blue chips, it's a 5 superstar. I won't do that again. I will not do that again. If I do it again, which I will, I'll just go down to like a 4-star blue chip player, and then I'll continue to do that. And again, that's adding to the replayability. Now I'm going through 4 years of that and 4 years of 4-star, and I'm just going to continue to do that and see the difference, see how much harder it is on one or the other. I thought that was genius. I like that. It gives me the ability to play different ways that I haven't even played now. So. Aaron, I missed the little game highlights from the NCAA 11, I think with Kirk and the one lady, can't remember her name, Erin Andrews maybe. Ooh, I don't remember that. Why don't I remember that? Did they do that in 14? I mean, I had the game since I want to say 2002. I can't remember when I started it, but they do highlights though at halftime, and they're pretty basic. The halftimes are pretty basic though. That was probably a con for gameplay. The show, it's usually like player of the game or like your stats or whatever. All right, so overall replayability, I'm gonna go with a 9. I'm gonna put a 9 on this. I think replayability is a 9. What do you think? What do you guys think? Scale 1 to 10, what'd you give replayability? You played a lot? How many hours you guys got? I think it's a 9. I think it's a 9. Okay. I'm there 9 as well. Yep. No, I was like in the menu. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I do not remember that. Yeah, that's all I've been really playing, to be honest. Yeah, that's me too, man. Like, I'm switching it up now. You'll see me Wednesday playing Call of Duty, but yeah, I can't get enough. I come home for lunch and I play this game. I just I can't stop playing it. That and Phasmophobia on PC. Oh, I don't even know what that is, but okay. All right. So 9 out of 10. Got it. Looking like a decent game so far. We'll see. I came in late. All right, moving on to UI and UI slash experience. So basically what I'm going with here is the menus, moving through the game in general, and that doesn't necessarily have to be the game menu, right? And we'll switch it up here. Been playing Black Ops 6 here lately. That ended, didn't it? All right, so just going through some of the, so if you don't like being scared, don't play. Yeah, oh no, I do not like being scared. Not my thing. So the menu feels fluid enough. There's nothing great about it. It's generally easy to navigate. I do feel like there are like, it's not too cluttered, right? None of it's too cluttered, but let's just look, right? Ooh, when I look this way, does it look that way? I wish it would look this way. But like for instance, under training mini games over practice, right? It's only 2, but then you go to freaking home, and this, I believe this changes too, which I do like. I do like because it's the continue option, right? But it like here we go. Game modes, you get a lot of here. You could have, honestly, this is nitpicky. This, I wouldn't even knock the score down, but there's 3 different categories under one category. Other than that, man, I think the UI was great. I mean, I'm not going to give it a 10 or anything, but there's not too many things wrong with it. Pro is it's simple, very simple. There's just a minor bit, like there's 3 things there. I don't even know why I would even include that, but whatever. The only thing I would say is though, when you're going through recruiting, right? This is the one thing I don't like, and we're going to go through it here. It feels delayed. Like when I'm moving through the menu every now and then, I don't know if you guys get this, and maybe, you know what, you tell me it, because maybe hopefully I'm not the only one, but it feels like really clunky. Let's go to recruiting here. And when I like hit, like boom, I hit R1 just now, nothing happened. And then I hit it again. It's like, it's not moving. See how it's like taking a little time to load? Again, this is nitpicky. We're nitpicking, right? But it's still annoying. Like, and then you come out of here. What was it? What I was doing when I was freaking sorting through, I back out of recruiting way too often. Oh, that is a great point. Like, yeah, when I'm here, I'm like, all right, cool. And then there's a point in here where you go to recruiting and you're like, all right, I just want to look at, right here. I'll be like, all right, I'm done. I just want to go back to recruiting board, and I back out. I'm like, God, I do that so often, and I'm not sure what it is. It's my brain telling me that the back button doesn't take me to the main recruiting board. Honestly, that should be it. It should be a double B. I know that sends a little bit of a delay, but all these top portions of here, all these are not, to me, the home screen for recruiting. If I go into recruiting, my main screen is the recruiting board, and these are all sub pages to me in my brain. So I understand what you're talking about, where I'm like, shit. I'm like, oh, God bless it. Yeah, every time, dude, every time. And it's super annoying. And it does have like a little, same here. It does have a little delay though. And I don't like it. But again, nitpicky. What is it that, that's what it is. And you go to the prospect list. Look, you go here, and anytime you like try to go to like the quarterbacks or when you try to sort the players, it can take a while. Right. Again, nitpicky. One thing I will give a absolute con on in this, which I just learned, which I'm going to put in my recruiting tips, is when you go in here and say, I want to see all the 4-star prospects, right? I think CFB, what's his name? CFB Plays noted this. I think that's the video I seen. But when you go in here, I did notice it because I wasn't like, I would find recruits that I'm like, what is that 4-star? That I've never recruited that 4-star, and I've never seen him. And all of a sudden he's there. And some of them were interested in me. I just didn't see him. No, they were never interested in me. Those ones I just missed. but there would be recruits that I could recruit towards the end that I didn't know existed. And this is what I mean. So I go to my 4-star prospects, right? 332, right? There are 332 4-star prospects, or they go from 33, excuse me, to, no, I got to go to the positions. I think it's this way, right? Yeah. So they're from rank 33 to 332. And then you go to 3 stars. And it's 475 is the highest one. There's a gap between 332 and 475. So you have to go in there and divide and go in there by player to find that guy, 475. You have to go and filter every single time. It doesn't, when you go to any 4-star prospect, it does not give you all the prospects. That is annoying, which tricked me my first and second season recruiting. I didn't know they existed. So I don't think they fit on all screen is what it seems like. Nah, I mean, why not? It's just a scroll. It should fit. You just keep scrolling. But man, here is what I was talking about. When I go through here and I want to see here's another con, right? The lagginess of going through players. See, I'm holding it. It's not, and eventually goes, right? Like, that is kind of annoying. I want to be able to scroll fast, but more importantly, when I'm scrolling, let me see if I can do it. And maybe this is also nitpicky, just so you know. Never mind, it doesn't do it. We won't talk about that. But either way, it's a little laggy. Again, nitpicky, super nitpicky. The main con I would tell you is when you're going into recruiting and you're searching them by prospect and you sort it by 4-star, 3-star prospect, it doesn't show you all of them. You got to go by position and then go by 4-star prospect. That's kind of annoying. So we'll count that as a con for UI and experience. Other than that, I think it's a solid game. I think it's overall the UI is pretty decent. There's nothing crazy about it. So I hear you preaching to the choir. Yeah. Let me see what else it says here. While the menus and in-game interface are generally easy to navigate, experience clean. Yeah, it doesn't really. Okay. All right. So I think I would give the UI experience, honestly, it's a 9. There's for the sake of not making it too great, because it's not something spectacular. I think I wouldn't make it a 9 now that I think of it. I think for UI and experience, I would make it an 8. Above average. They kept it simple. There's some things they can work on. They also didn't make it like super like crazy. Wow, this is the greatest UI I've ever seen. So I think an 8 is a solid score for them for UI and experience. What do you think, Snyder? Think an 8? I think an 8. I think an 8 is solid. Also, if you're back here watching, my name's Requa. We're over here reviewing college football 25. I got a score sheet that I keep for all my games that I review with. And we're currently going through the 7 categories. Well, 6 for this game, but there are 7 categories. Go back on the stream. I'll show you, if you do want to know more, just please let me know. Hop in on the chat. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. So we gave it 8 to UI experience. Performance and tech issues. Now, all right, let's get no background. No. All right, so performance and tech issues. I think overall the performance is solid. I think it's working. Ouch. I would tell you I haven't played too much user versus user. There is a delay you got to get used to, by the way, which is annoying. But I don't think it's. I think most of the community is used to that. That's the same way in NBA. It's just that I play so much offline that it sometimes gets hard for me to get used to that. I can't remember for the life of me if that was an issue when I used to play back in the day. But it also wasn't that many graphics. It was a little different back in the day, so maybe not. But performance and tech. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's where I'm at, right? Performance and tech issues. I don't know if I have any frame drops. I had a lot of server issues. Okay, I will say that. So let's write that down as a. I'm gonna write it down right now before I forget. Cons. Server issues early on. I haven't really seen many. I think overall there's no real pros to the performance and tech issues, but which is a good thing, right? well, there's no major pros and cons. I think overall the game's running pretty solid. If we just went, going through the pros, it would probably lower the score with all the cons that it have, but the cons aren't terrible. So we'll go through those. Not really the game though. Yeah, you're right. Not too. I don't really crash when I've only played a few online games. So we're going to find out during the tournament how well it works. But if I had to go with cons for performance and tech issues, like we said earlier, the server early on in the game, which is kind of understanding. There's a lot of people playing the game. The server issues were horrendous. You couldn't get on the game. I say that it's understandable, but it's also on the other end not understandable because it's a AAA game. It's EA. It's EA Sports. They should have this down already. But okay, there were some bugs. There are some bugs in particular that we're going to go through real quick that I don't particularly like. I can't show you here, but when you go to schedule games here, when you go to schedule games on Dynasty mode, right, you're going to get to a point. I've gotten to season 6, and I don't know if it's time based on the season you're in or if it's just in general, but I can no longer adjust my schedules. I can't. It does not let me. Every single time I go in there and I adjust it, it says some kind of lag or what it is. What does it say? Can't remember what it says, but it does not allow me to change my schedule. So I have to accept what schedule they've given me. Sometimes it's okay, but like this last season, I didn't make this schedule for me. It was, thank God I'm in a decent conference where I have some ranked teams in my conference, but otherwise I wouldn't be able to play them. I'm nervous for my online dynasty if it's going to do that to that one because I already get a lot of flack for being in the ACC. It's going to be even more. So that's kind of annoying. Did you do the running back bug in your career mode? What? No, I did not. What the hell is the running back bug? Are you talking about Road to Glory or are you talking about in Dynasty? I was a quarterback in Road to Glory. But yeah, I can't edit my schedule anymore. I'm in year 6 and it doesn't let me. This is the second or third year in a row that I cannot edit my schedule. I don't know what I did. Another thing for Team Builder was solid. But another con for performance tech issue, Team Builder, the logo when you go into a game, let's go into cutscene real quick. When you go into a game, right there should be my helmet. That should be my helmet, and that's my logo that's supposed to be on my helmet, similar to the way that you see the Maryland team. But it doesn't do that. It just shows the helmet. So when they crash together, a little thing, it shows my logo crashing into the helmet. There are some other things I've seen, a couple other Team Builder bugs, which, whatever. I won't go into that, but I think Team Builder is solid, but it definitely could have some improvements. I think my wish is that I could update it into my Dynasty, which I don't know the tech, the technology or the IT behind it, but I wish that if I updated my Team Builder uniform on Team Builder, that it would update in Dynasty. I imagine that's probably difficult, but that's something I would love to do. There was an unlimited XP glitch. Oh yeah. I did hear about that. And you go into to what's it called? Freaking like the practice mode or whatever. And you had to do something. I saw a short on that. Road to Glory, you can start your career as a 99. Not unlimited, but enough for 99. Same difference. Yeah. Which kind of skewed the top. Is there a top? No, there's no. It used to be. Maybe this is old school. It used to be like your Road to Glory, what you score, how much XP you get in it. And you could be ranked online, I thought. I don't think that's in the game this time. I think so, at least. Either way. So going back to the helmet thing, Team Builder could be it's got some work to do. I love that we have it. It's a great addition to the game. I just, in terms of some of those small things, the other part is when you go into a championship game, the logos turn gold, but when you're on Team Builder, the logo just isn't there. It's just blank, which is kind of annoying. So they can probably fix that as well. Was like 15-minute quarters, get bronze in practice, then sim one game, and it just dumped XP for you. Wow. So Another thing, so I don't want you break record. So here's another thing for Dynasty in terms of performance and tech issues. Another con, they don't show you when you break the record. When you break national records or whatever, it doesn't matter. When you break any record, it used to show you like, and even the announcers would say it. They'd be like, hey, he's about to break the record, a school record for receptions in a game or career receptions, or the season, you name it. They don't say it anymore. I don't know why, but that definitely needs to be in there. They do show you when you hit like a milestone, I think, because I've seen it. They if you get 1,500 yards or you get over 1,000 yards, they'll say that, hey, oh, he's approaching 1,000 yards, and then they'll give you a little cutscene, and it's also kind of buggy too. It doesn't really work very well, but they don't always show it. Like I've seen a guy where it just said receiving yards. It didn't actually show the yards, and it was in game, but that I think was huge. Being able to see your records be broken I love that part. I love them talking about it. So I think that's something they can fix. I think that's something that needs to be added back into the game. Excuse me. I don't like how in Team Builder you can't make your stadium name on the actual stadium. I made my team and had the stadium name, but it still shows Michigan's name all over the. Yes, DJ, you're absolutely right. So I think that's another con, right? For Team Builder. I know this is all specific to Team Builder, but it's still part of the game, right? I have to use ODU's team, which is my rival, and I don't even know why I used ODU. They were in Virginia, so I used them, that stadium. But now my stadium is ODU stadium with some VCU, but there's still logos of whatever you originally used is still in the game. They need to either give you the ability to actually edit the stadium, like the outside, the peripherals and stuff, or just change every logo, make every logo very fluid. I guess that might be difficult, but yeah, it's a little annoying, you know, that, or just what I think the fix to that would be to just have generic stadiums. Give me a generic stadium with nothing on it. Even if I don't have the ability to put stuff on it, I'll just go with whatever, you know, the screen, the big screen having VCU on there and stuff like that. I'll just take that for now. So I think, yeah, that's another con is the stadiums need to be to be the teams, the original teams of the stadium that you choose needs to be removed. I don't know 100% if there is a generic stadium that you can use. I miss that. It should be do like a cinematic clip of records break. Absolutely. You like I want to be able to see the records be broken. That'd be super cool. I don't know. It's something I want to see. I can't show that here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a clip or anything, but yeah. Okay, so for overall for performance and tech issues, let's see. There was a lot of cons. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we can go above a 7. I don't think we can go above a 7. This is pushing 6. Because we're not talking Call of Duty tech issues down to like below a 5. Because Call of Duty always has tech issues. I think that we're looking at a 6. What do you think? What do you guys think? Dang, Brock Purdy outplayed Rodgers. Eesh. I'm trying to think of it if there's any other. My nose is killing me. I'll be right back. Let me get a tissue. Six to 7 is fair. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with 6 because if it improves, right, then we have room for improvement. But we'll see. I think 6. Okay. I'm covering the actual overall score because I don't want to know where we're at. Delay is kind of long, by the way. Yeah, I know. My delay is like freaking 15 seconds, which is super annoying. So sorry about that. I was just staring at my screen. I can make it higher, but I think it degrades my performance. I don't know if you can fix that. Yeah, I can make it higher, but I think it degrades my performance. But I can fix it. I think when you become a partner, you can make it instantaneous. I'm pretty sure that you can make it instantaneous because I see like was it Tim the Tatman does that? He has it instantaneous. You know though, I could make it ultra. change that live? I wonder. Hold on. No, I can't change it live. But I have normal latency. The only one I can have is low latency. Oh, oh, wow. Never mind. I know one of them you can't do, you can't stream. What the hell? What's he talking about? Once you lower the latency, you can't get 1440. I don't know what, I don't know if it's low latency or ultra low latency. You know, I'm going to test that next time. Thanks for telling me though. That's good. It's good info. By the way, please, if there's anything ever wrong with the stream and you just pop in, please help me out. Even if that's the only thing you tell me, because I've had it where I was chatting and nobody told me that they couldn't hear me. And I was chatting for like 30 minutes. Nobody could hear me. So please, by all means. Okay. So we gave performance tech issues a 6. All right. Finally, we're going to go to innovation and originality. And we'll go through overall in terms of innovation, does some fresh features such as expanding recruiting system and gameplay mechanics that enhance immersion. So yeah, okay. So this one's a little difficult, right? Innovation, originality. This is going to more rely on the innovation side of it than the originality. I'm going to say innovation and originality again. Okay, innovation and originality. I think, like I said, this is going to lean more towards the innovation than originality because it is a football game, right? We've had it before, so it's not original, but how did they innovate? How did they change, right? How did they make it different and stand out from the old one, which is easy, but from Madden, right? I don't know. I think where that aspect comes from, I think recruiting was changed and improved upon. It is difficult. I mean, I talk to people at work. There was like, man, recruiting is the hardest thing. I always want to be like, hey, just go to this video real quick and you can get some recruiting tips. I probably should just do that. I don't know why. I have one person for my job that actually they subscribe, but they completely revamped that. They revamped the way college the online player PvP on it, which is cool. It's not just necessarily let me go play you and you play me. It's not like that. I haven't played much of the team builder, so I can't talk too much on that, but I think those two things, they figured out the NIL, right? So we have actual players, because back in the day, and my dog is loud. Back in the day, we used to have to, if any of you guys played, we used to have to, you know, we had numbers. All we had was their number. Maybe their height and weight was right. And we'd have, you know, quarterback number 1. But we would be able to edit the names and edit everybody. So I would go through and edit everybody on UNC, and that'd be the only one I would do. But there were, I don't want to say companies, but people started to form and come together and create these rosters, and then you could upload the roster and everybody would download them. Then it got to the point where if you wanted it fast, you could pay somebody $20. And there was companies doing this, and they would send you, on a little save drive. You'd pay for the save drive and they'd send it to you and you'd upload the roster and you'd have a full roster. It was super cool. So, no shame in a plug. Oh yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Not wrong. What are you talking about? Playoffs? What was I talking about? Oh yes, you're right. I mean, anyways, yeah. So you used to be able to, get that was how you would have to get the rosters. They've since updated that. Obviously, they got the NIL figured out, and now we have actual players in the game, which is outstanding. I love it. I love that portion of it. It makes me, just want to play more. So, I don't know how innovative that is, but to an extent, it's different from the last game. So I'll give it that. How is it different from Madden though? I don't know. It is different. It's completely different. I've played both the games. I don't know if it feels terribly different. I played Madden very shortly, or for a very short amount of time. But where it's different is obviously the part I enjoy from Madden is that the rosters change every 4 years. Every 4 years, I'm gonna get a new roster, right? I'm gonna get it in terms of Dynasty. And when you go into Madden's version of that, the franchise mode, you're going to have the same team for quite some time. So it can get a little old. Yes, you can rebuild a team, but there's nothing like rebuilding a cupcake team and you're starting out one year, and it takes you, I've seen this online, 5 to 6 years to rebuild a solid team and become a powerhouse. So, and if that, sometimes it could take even longer. So I think that's a big piece to it. I think that makes it different for sure. I've heard nothing but bad things about new Madden. Yeah, me too, man. I've heard nothing but bad things. And I tried it, but I am biased. I'm not going to say my review on that because I just I've been tainted. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That was a game that I could play all night. I remember my brother actually played Madden 2001. I think that was the year that Mike Vick came out. Maybe, I can't remember, but 2001. And I'd play that all night. Franchise mode. Me and my brother were on there all night. Do 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 do. I remember one night we woke up in the middle. I mean, we didn't wake up. We were just up. Then we ate like 8 eggs for some reason. I don't know. And then we got sick of eggs. And then now eggs and that song do 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 was stuck in my head forever. It was crazy. I'll never forget the background noise. But yeah. So I think if I were to score this innovation and originality, let's start with a range, right? There was really no cons to, well, the cons are that it is a sports game. It's college. It's going to be very similar, but they've done enough things that I think have distanced themselves from Madden and from the old game, that it was innovative. It was different. And 2008, 2011, and 2012 are my favorite. I don't even remember the games. But it's been so long since it's changed anything worthwhile. They need to bring back the old Madden mechanics. I don't play it enough to even give an opinion on that. But oh, you know what? I didn't change my oh, we're here. Ooh. Only me. I want to make the font a little bigger over here too. I realized I didn't do that. What the heck, text? I think I made it 25. But I just stop. Yeah, there we go. Save that. Refresh. Oops. Okay. Anyways, so I think so. Going back to innovation and originality, I think we start at I would say we start at a 6 or 7. I think the highest we go is an 8. I'm not sure. Why is this mouse not moving? What is going on? Go away. I think if I had to pick, I think a 7 would be the best score. 7 is probably where I would put college football 25 in innovation and originality. And next year, when the next game comes out, this is what makes it difficult about college or sports games, is how are you going to differentiate from the last year? NBA 2K is notorious for just spitting out the same game. Or do you not come out with a new game and you just update the roster? Maybe you come out with a game, new game every, 2 or 3 years, and you do a DLC, for the rosters. I mean, because we can't change the rosters. So if you just update the rosters and the game is not going to change, I would rather pay $20, $25 for a roster update, right? Or a DLC that tweaks some things, right? Or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Maybe that's how they're going to do it, but they're going to have a tough time trying to friggin' figure out a way to make this game different. But I don't think that they just need to respit out a game just for money's sake, which they're probably going to do anyway. So, but for innovation and originality, I think I would go with a 7. I'm going to go with a 7 for now. Excuse me. Okie dokie. All right. So after all that's said and done, okay. After all that's said and done, oof. Let me see. Did it do it correctly? Let me make sure I did it correctly. Oh no, it didn't. We got to go 6 here. God bless it.
I have to make this. Oh, you know what? I bet you. I wonder. Oh, no. Give me a second. I'm doing spreadsheets. I'm doing spreadsheet stuff. Why? Why doesn't it let me? There's a number. There's a problem when the first character is equal minus Excel thinks it's a formula. Yeah, no shit. You type. Whatever, man. If error, make it 0. But I want it to be an average. Oh, that's why. Same, but it's been so. I thought I saw something pop up on my screen. Am I crazy? Did you guys say something? Okay. Oh, I guess I don't. This is it. Average of this. We're gonna kill this fucking thing. Why is it not working? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm spending too much time. I'll fix it later. All right. So overall, after it's all said and done, reviewing college football based on graphics and visuals, story narrative, gameplay, replayability, user interface and experience, performance and tech issues, and innovation and originality, comes out to a 7.5 out of 10 overall. Solid. I think that's solid. I think that's a good place where it's at. And it turns into, hold on, let me, I'm gonna have to, the only problem with this is that we're gonna do 7.5, boom. And comes out to, of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games that I've reviewed, comes out to be the second best game I got. I'll take it. Man. Yo, what up, Angel? It's been so long since, okay. On my drive home. So be entertained. You just missed the most entertaining part. You could have been so involved in my review. And I'll run it through again. Good rating. I agree. Good night. Got to have a good, got to go have a good, hey, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you for stopping by. Have a good night, bro. Angel, I'm going to go through really quickly. I'm not going to go through the details, but I'm going to tell you what I scored each category. So for graphics and visuals, this game got also, bro, I lost my easy matchup against Bloomy by 6 freaking points because all my starters did bad. Dude, you lost by 6, bro? I thought you were getting crushed. It started out really good for you. Again, if you're just stopping by, my name is Requa, currently doing a review of College Football 25. I'm going to go through the score again one more time, and then we're going to get into the rest of the topics we're going to do for the day, which I got another 30 to 45 minutes of the stream. But my name is Requa. I play all sports games, role-playing games, RTS, and anything you can name, I freaking play it. So today we're reviewing college football, and we'll be playing college football as well. If you haven't already, don't forget the like button. If you're on mobile, just tap the screen bottom left, or if you're vertical, you're gonna have to close out the chat and hit the like. Please, helps out. It's free for you, and it helps out a ton. I'm hoping I get 9 likes. I had 9 people watching, so hopefully we got 9 likes out of this thing. And look out for this video that's gonna be coming out of my review for college football. So, it's midnight. I'm East Coast. Peace. Oh, it's only 9, Snyder. Thought you were seasoned at this already. The night game screwed me this week. Dang, dude. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, my God. Did lose only 6. You almost had it. It says you got 3 more points. What is it talking about? The game's over. Dude, I'm having issues with this thing. It's with Dynasty or Sleeper. It's like updating really slow. Like it says final record for you, right? The game's final for the Jets, but it still says you can get 3 more points with Wilson. I don't know. It's been uploading for me very slow. It is what it is. Anyways, so for graphics and visuals, it's a score from 1 to 10, each of them. And then eventually the final score is an average of the total. There are 7 categories, but one of the categories we didn't use because it's graphics and visuals, because it's story narrative and there's no story for college football. So graphics and visuals, we gave it a 7.
All right. Gameplay, we gave it a 8. Replayability, I gave it a 9 because I can't stop playing this game, and I think most people would agree. User UI and experience, we gave it an 8. That was solid. Performance and tech issues, we gave it 6 because there were some bugs. The latency in the beginning, it was a little much in the beginning, and it's still to this day. There's still some bugs that need to be fixed. You know, name a few. The running back glitch, which is not nothing necessarily we did, or it's definitely avoidable. Is what I'm trying to say. The schedule bug where, you know, I can't edit any of my schedules. That's kind of annoying. Team Builder has quite a few bugs, especially one being the helmet. You know, when you go into pick your team, or even when it's just showing the team, it doesn't show the logo on the helmet. It's just the logo. It also, when it looks at the top 25 in the game, it's like it doesn't show your team at all. You're not in the top 25. It's just like a blank. No, not even 0 and 0. It's just like blank and blank is your record, and it doesn't show your team, which is kind of annoying. I forgot to mention that. And one of the things that would be cool that they don't do is they don't show you breaking records and stuff. So that's something I think that probably went in the lines of gameplay more so than performance and tech issues, but we talked about it then. But yeah, so gave it a 6 overall for performance tech issues. And then innovation and originality, we gave it a 7, just based on game is different, but it's also the same still. So overall came out to 7.5, second best game I've rated so far by just beating Red Dead. Ooh, I don't know about that. Oh, I messed up. I think it's the third best game. Oh, I accidentally hit a button. It's the third best game I've rated so far, behind Red Dead Redemption. So Red Dead Redemption got a 7.57, but even that's kind of low. Oh, what am I doing? I think either way, it's the third best game I rated. I need to go back and look at Red Dead Redemption. It looks kind of low. So either way, let me see. I gotta get my notes here. So yeah, after all is said and done, 7.5 rating out of 10. Solid game, a game I will continue to play, and I think that it's a game that I will improve and could push up into the 8s, to the mid 8s, to the high 8s, and even the 9s, if they can improve some of the things we discussed earlier. I would highly recommend this game. I continue to highly recommend this game to people that I know. If you like college football, play the game. It's very fun. You can either be casual or you can be a sweat, whichever one you want. If you're like me, or you're more of a casual than anything, but I enjoy this game. I deep dive into this game, into the dynasty modes, and I'll be playing this for years to come. Even if this game stops and they have issues with NIL and this is the only thing that they can put out, I will still be playing this game over and over for them, just like I did the NCAA revamp. So at the end of the day, this game is a great game. That's it for this one. It's Roughneck 6 signing off the net. Peace. I'm not leaving. Don't freaking leave. Okay. That's my video. I'm going to stop it there. Boom. For this. All right, we're going to play one game at least, though. We got to get one game in, right? Gots to get one game in. Showing Tyreek Hill get arrested. That shit's crazy. All right. Here we go. Yeah, see, you were talking about, DJ, you were talking about 95. I'm a 91. Oh, you know what I didn't do? What we didn't talk about. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Pretty sure I said I was going to talk about something else. Stream notes. Oh, the user. Yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that probably for Friday. We'll save that for Friday, I think. I'm going to talk about the college football user tournament build. How I'm going to do it. I'm going to get who's. Or hey, DJ, you do want to play in that tournament, by the way? Let me know, just whenever it comes up. If you do, just shoot me a message. Let me know. I'll play in. So right now we got Larry's in it. I mean, we like 4 or 5 people in it. Larry, the guy Spicy here is going to be in it. 3 or 4 other people. McCants, I think, is going to be in it. Still haven't decided how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to see. Like I said, this is going to be based off the people that I know. I'm not gonna do this with people that I don't know. You know, if you know somebody, then of course I'll let them in. But I need to be able to control it a little more so I can understand how long it's going to take. Because I'm looking to expand it and grow it
It'd be kind of fun to kind of run tournaments once a month, once a quarter, whatever the case may be. Probably once a month because it will probably end sometime in February once football's kind of done. And Warzone is probably going to come out during that time. So, and then we're going to look at how to run it. I was trying to decide on how I wanted to run it. So I was thinking we do pool play. You tell me, Angel. I don't know if you're still listening, but pool play is started off. And well, since we're here, we might as well. I have a bracket website that I use. Yeah, brackets. Boom. Oh, look, I already have it in here. There we go. Nope, that's not what I meant. Nope. All right, so there's a bracket that I can use here. Zoom in here. Oops. Display capture, make it bigger. Boom. So this was Rico despite me. So this is the pool play. So I would start with a pool play. That way we can get the rankings of what everybody else is. So we don't have like in the championship game, which I don't want to have, freaking the worst player just because he made it through beating all the other worst players playing the best player. That way we have the point of stand by. I heard something. Okay. Point is trying to get good games, good quality games, match the people the best as I can. So I think I do pool play first, and then from that pool play, we decide what ranking everybody is. And so that's what I'm probably going to do. Create 2 brackets. And I'm going to start to build that this weekend or this week. So we'll do that. Anyways, back to college football. Ooh, let me make this smaller. Hold on. Don't mind me. All right, let's go play some college football. Let's get one good game in. All right. What uniform did I use? Have I used it? What home game is this? I gotta get perfect uniforms. I always gotta get perfect uniforms. So I have a schedule for my uniforms. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th one. All right, so based on that, I think I'm freedom to choose here. Maryland uniforms are actually kind of sick. They're different. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're gonna start to, and then 4. I haven't used yellow. Let's use nasty yellow. We'll do this mixer here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and I like their black helmets better. All right, let's go beat up on Maryland. Hopefully. Then we'll take a nappy nap and wake up tomorrow.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the Maryland Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball.
Why is it? Oh, God, I'm not paying attention.
They're going to take
It's like
advantage
showing
of
me
him
out
every
of the
opportunity
screen.
they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run.
Can you see me on
but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
I don't know. That's weird.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. At the
Ew.
40, there he goes.
The death of me.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first
Blitzing.
down. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Excuse me.
Going to the running game.
Oh.
45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Terrapins look
Oh,
to
come
pick
on.
up the
Let's go
football.
Tampa here.
They'll ride the hot hand. No
Yeah, there we go.
run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot,
Good view.
they're
Good
gonna
amount of
have
views
do
to
a
start off
lot
with. I love it.
better running the football.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape.
Yes.
And down he goes.
This defense.
What's
they are
your
tenacious.
go-to
They've
defense
got
to
guys
run?
up front that are
I run 3-4
that are so strong
right now.
they can collapse the
I
pocket.
don't know if I like it though, to be honest. I think I like a 4-3 better. But again, so I'm not the best player though, man. I consider myself the coach, and I allow the coach to suggest plays, and then obviously I pick from here. 'Cause I'm just not good at strategy. Like three wide receiver. You know, what are we running? Cover 3, cover 2. I don't know. I don't know the name, so I don't want to go too deep into that because then I think I'll lose the fun of it.
To the air. It's
And I'll
McCaffrey.
probably get, I don't know, I'll probably get too good.
They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
But I run a 3-4.
Send out the
And then
punt.
my defense that I like, when they hurry me up, I go Tampa. This gives me a good zone.
And they'll bring
Oh, I
it
thought I was
out.
gonna get around that
The
guy.
offense started
All right, I can get a good zone. I can grab the linebacker, and I can cover. That's why I like to have a more mobile linebacker.
Peek at the rush, David.
Dang, Skippy.
Like I'll even turn some safeties that have like over 200 pounds,
Not as much of a game.
probably like 210, and turn them into linebackers. Not all the time. It's just when I need them.
Quarterbacks in the country,
Yeah,
but he can't
yeah.
hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space.
Okay.
You're in zone
My
coverage.
mic's fast.
They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first.
Oh my God.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss. and-
My
and
go-to
balls
play,
go
though,
right to 'em, but
favorite,
man, it makes such a
is this
difference
freaking
in
wide
yards
zone.
after the catch. And in
That's
this
good
case,
coverage,
when you
especially
catch
being
the
rushed. Depends on cover you used before, though. That also, oh God, I shouldn't have ran this play. Ooh, I messed up. I didn't even pay attention. I should just ran. I would have scored a touchdown. Matter of fact,
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run.
I'm gonna
That
risk
is
it
a
all. Look,
huge statement
oh, I'm gonna
on their
run this ball. Watch
opponent's
this.
opening
This is
drive
like
of
almost
the game.
guaranteed. I just messed up and didn't pay
They don't
attention that
just
time.
get a stop.
But this,
They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more.
that's my
physical
favorite
side
run
today.
play.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong.
What's yours,
Watching what you do
DJ?
at the end of the season, awesome opportunity to put together a 100-yard
slide
game
left.
last week, put some stats up, get a bunch of touchdowns. You know,
Off
really
playbook?
finish strong so you can get in that Heisman
You-
race.
you
and
actually
maybe
run a
win that big
playbook?
trophy.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, he still. Oh, he didn't catch.
He released the ball on that first down pass and it never
Saw
had a
him.
chance.
Empty stick.
Line getting set on
I like
second
it.
down.
Oof. I'm not gonna get this. I need to adjust.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand.
How did this?
And back to the air on second down. And he was
Ah, I
hit
stepped
just
up too
as
much.
he reached it, and it falls
I was gonna run it.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they
We go
could
wide
get
receiver
to him and
smash.
affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
See if Khalil can come across the
On
middle
third
here.
and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man.
Oh, get out of my way!
They allowed the completion, but this defense
Oh, we're definitely going for it.
was swarming to keep him away from that
I don't
first
always
down
go
line.
for it,
Yeah,
but
and you allow completions in those third down situations.
pretty confident in my.
And you come up and rally, and everybody
Oh, that's a
flies
perfect
to the
throw.
football.
Go.
That's great
Oh, I should have
execution
ran left and
by
ran
this
around him.
defense.
Well, Well, they just drained all the suspense.
Oh, this is one of my favorite plays right here. Tampa 2 or cover 4, but I switched the linebackers depending on how many wide receivers. Oh, gotcha. Do you play wide receiver? Do you play the linebacker? Or do you play defensive line or safety? Or do you switch? I switch between. Oh, we're running. Oh, I meant to hit stick that guy. I switch between linebacker, middle linebacker, and the safety.
They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that.
I like all that playbook, but I do change routes a lot. Oh, see, I don't have a favorite playbook, but I don't. Maybe I need to deep dive a little more on the playbooks and stuff. Maybe I should.
The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and
Awesome.
the stats tell the tale so far.
I have right now. I'm running UMass's playbook. This is pretty standard, but UNC's is nice too. UNC's runs similar to Mass. I noticed.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Oh, I'm now number. Oh no, in the Pac-12's.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast.
That's my tight end, baby.
Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Television Savage from Richmond, VA. Let's go. Let's get a VCU. What up, man? Yeah, I went to VCU, man. That's awesome. Have you created a team, man?
Getting set for the point after.
This isn't that. You can actually search this team. Although I wouldn't search the one I have now. I kind of messed it up. I'm gonna refine it. I'm probably gonna take a stream and probably refine the team.
Finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
After I built it, I realized I should have made my uniforms a little more diverse. And I want to build a. I want to freaking build a uniform, a gray uniform, which I have a gray in there. I want to build a gray uniform very similar to the University of Tennessee's uniforms, but instead of orange, I want it yellow. But I've noticed that the yellow I used was a little too light, so I got to figure that out still. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. The linebacker mostly, but I do tend to switch the DB depending on formation. When you say switch the DB, what do you mean? Like you switch to him, or you? Oh God, confuse the crap out of me.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this.
No, I want to send an extra man. Ooh, I do not want to blitz that hard.
In a lot of different situations that time.
Now we'll go cover 6. We'll send a linebacker.
Bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
My favorite linebacker. Oh, he's Husman. I like this guy. He's super fast. Oh God, he got him. Oh, I knew it. He juked the crap out of me. Yeah, I switched to safety. Okay, gotcha. Again, if you're just stopping by, don't forget to hit the like button. It's free for you, and it really helps me out. If you haven't already, you like what you see. Only if you like what you see. Oh no! Give me that. Give me that. That was a user pick, baby. I thought he threw that ball way too late. He had that man beat. That's my boy Kendall Brown. It's starting since he was a freshman, #1 cornerback I picked up. That guy's got like 5 interceptions right now. 4 of them, I think, have been user picks. Yeah, he threw that way too late. That route is hard to defend if you don't jump it. Yeah, I know. I messed that. I messed that up myself, and I do that occasionally. But if you do jump it, you can really block them. Why did it pop up left and then whatever? Look at, he had me beat over the. Funny, I used up all the user teams and don't have VCU, but I have the flying squirrels. Have to cut some team for VCU. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Like this dude had me beat. Like right about here, right there. He should have threw it. Oh, but he was still turning right. He still could have thrown it right there. Look how long he went to the maximum of his freaking throwing power. And then I snatched that bad boy. Give me that. And need me in the back.
Let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the he did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver.
The wrong way. I couldn't tell. There should be a way to tell which side of the field you are on. Maybe I need to look. Is there a way to tell which side? Ooh, there you got it. Oh, this guy's fast. Damn it. Why don't you have the ball in the other hand, Chable? Over the middle. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. This is my superstar, which I didn't mean. Oh, this guy has one, which I don't like to admit this because it feels really unrealistic, but he's won the freaking Heisman every year. It's very easy to win the Heisman with the running back, which I don't like. And it's very easy to, although I'm on All-American, that's why I'm thinking about, I'm going to switch it up soon. I think, again, if I win 3 championships in a row, because I'm still losing games, so it's a little realistic, but the stats are a little unbelievable. So nasty. You like that juke? Yeah, I know, right? I like to make it a little more believable. So I'm gonna see. We're gonna see.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Don't like any of these plays. Come on, offensive coordinator, give me something better. I think middle slant will work, but see if oh, it's not Khalil's choice. Oh, Lobato might be over here to the right. That's my fast receiver, also my #1 receiver, but I don't know if I have the arm strength to throw it that far. Let's find out. Nope. Got him. Got him. You know, they don't have many freaking face masks in this game. Nasty juke. Won the Heisman 3 years in a row with a damn D lineman. Yeah, see, like some of that stuff, it gets a little like, come on now. Like, I mean, how many sacks did you have? You probably had an enormous amount of sacks. Oh, that was, oh, I thought that was halftime. I was going to be upset. I wish they could tweak the wear and tear a little more. Not that I want to be hurt more, but I think there's some tweaking they can do. They like, oh, give me that. Oh, I thought he was going to, that was a perfect throw. I thought he was going to cast that in stride. I need to run the ball.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I
think that I want them to be a little more tired more often. I guess. Ooh, they saw that coming. Oof. Okay. Okay. Oh, shock H option is a go-to play for me.
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz?
Different D lineman, but still had like 20 sacks this year. Yeah. I don't get very many sacks. Oh, go. Go. Oh, no. I threw it wrong. Good.
And they can't hook up on the big play.
He shorted that. Can I kick this? Where am I? 35-yard line. See, right here should show where the hash is. Kicker range. Oh, I didn't even know this does this. Target 35 remaining. Oh, no, we're gonna try to kick this bad boy. Special teams 54. Let's try to kick this thing. Oh, God. I can't move it down any more than this.
Unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And that will
Let's go, baby.
Even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin, top 15 teams.
My dance. It's my VCU. Am I doing this right? Is this C? Is this a C? Oh wait, should it be this way? C. Yeah, I was doing it right. Okay. No wait. C. This way. C. Oh. Whatever. You don't wanna go to war. That's our chant. With the Rams. You know, shit. I feel like if you have a dynamic D lineman, they win most of the time off the ball. You know, maybe that's why I lost my. I would get like when I was playing Spicy, who was in here earlier. He would blow by my lineman every single time. I don't know what kind of lineman. Maybe I need to look at what kind of lineman I had. But he would blow by my guy all the time, every time. But my linemen were trash, and they still are trash. It was when I was playing with UNC. So it's probably a combination of both, but you might be right. I get confused with this yellow line that I put in here. I always think it's the first down marker. Sneak some screens in.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
Oh my God, let's go do that. Let's go.
Trying to take it back.
Let's go, baby. Man, one time I showboated. I gotta post that video. It was probably not that funny, but I was showboating like that, and I fumbled into the end zone with my running back. Yes, sir. You don't want to go to war against the Rams. Hey, did you go to VCU, man? Or you just go? You're just in Richmond. You go to the games. This is how I got this jersey, because I went back in the day. I'm not gonna say how, when it was, but I used to. If you went to every single game, you had like your card, and it was free. I don't know if it's still free for students. You'd go to the game, and if you went to every single game, or if you went to like 5 games, you got something. If you went to 7 games, you got something. But the best thing you get was a jersey. I have 2 of these. I have a black one as well. for going to every single game 2 years in a row. And then one season I missed it by one game. So tragic. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. I didn't even know that was possible. You old. It's okay. Whatever, man. I'm not that old. All right. I'm still in my 30s.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7.
By the way, I'm going to call you Savage. I got ODU. I made this new conference, the Pacific and Atlantic Conference. And, oh, crap. I'm on the... and basically what I did was the Pacific Division is made up of 6 of 7 old Pac-12 teams. And the Atlantic Division is East Coast teams pretty much playing in the Atlantic. So South Carolina, Maryland, which is in the conference, Virginia, UAB, and the last one is ODU. Or there's another one. I can't think of the other one. There's Old Dominion University is the other team, because I had to have a rival, which is sad. You can't make rivals in this game. I have no idea. Oh, pick that off. But yeah, they're a division rival, conference rival, really, but within my division. Oh, coming short. I knew it. Oh, I missed. Wow, I just completely missed that tackle. Nah, do go to the games here and the best ticket in town. Oh yeah, is it still popping? I know they lost their streak for for consecutive sellouts, I believe. Ooh, look at that coverage. 7 seconds. We're gonna go cover 2 man.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job.
What he's doing. I am right there with you. Airborne aged me like 20. Yeah, dude. Yeah. By the way, I got that award, the Order of St. Michael Airborne Award. I got it.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's picked off.
Give me that. Oh, I wish I could have ran that back. Who picked that off? I don't even know who that is. Eric, baby.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors.
Man, I've gotten pretty good at intercepting. I hate cover 2 man if your corners are slow. Oh, absolutely, dude. I remember when I was first playing. Damn, I don't have that many. Wait, I don't even know what the score is. I'm not even paying attention. But I remember when I first was playing. Oh my God, when I had the cupcake team that you saw the stats for, it was rough. I would never play man, never. And then same thing with UNC. Depending on the team that I was playing, I would not play man. It's just, and you don't necessarily need a fast. What I'm realizing, you don't need a fast DB. You need one that can accelerate fast and also change direction fast. Those are, to me, crucial to being a DB. But obviously, catch-up speed is great, like you saw Kendall Brown. Oh, this guy's amazing. I love this. Cut to the right. Damn nice. Not gonna lie, I'm broken as hell right now. It hurts to wake up. Oof. I'll hopefully get paid, man. How many more years you got again? I know we had that conversation.
Use the play fake now to throw.
Oh no, I messed up. Okay. I was gonna throw it deep to my freaking tight end, but I wasn't sure if he was gonna be open. True, those are more important than speed, but having that speed, yeah, oh, absolutely, it helps. It definitely helps, especially with those. I mean, I got the speed with this running back, but with running backs, I noticed that. I mean, you could do solid with a like a 89, 90 running back.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game.
Oh, see, it was about. I wonder if it showed. Oh, it didn't show. 6.5. You have 6.5 years left, right? Ain't no way you only got 6.5 years in.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Oh, yeah, play action cross.
First down now, a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I hate when Lobato does this play here.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
Boom, run it. Oh, you're supposed to run him over. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, me too. I'm at 6 years left. But it'll probably be 6.5 so I can get lieutenant colonel. It'll be 21 years. I have 5 more years until 20. officially.
There for a first down, but
No,
it's
I'm a seasoned grumpy. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. I saw you get promoted on
led
here.
this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Handoff to the single running back. On
Whoopsie.
the nasty move, and now he's got room. Sprints
Look
into
at
the
that.
end zone for a touchdown. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that school.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball.
Yeah, I remember when this game first came out, dude. I was so hyped. I was dancing. It was probably my first stream when I was doing it. I was so hyped. I mean, I'm still hyped. I'm still excited, but you know, obviously the hype has gone down. I miss this game so much because with stuff like this, I can just play it, man. Perfect timing for me to be in this unit where I don't have to, wake up at 5:30 in the morning, go to PT. I can go to sleep at 11:30, 12, wake up 7 hours later and still be fine. Go do some PT. Just realize your quarterback. Yeah, dude. Look, hold on. We got to pause. We got to pause the stream or pause the game for this, dude. Let me tell you something. It took a little bit to get used to him. Okay. The problem is he has a better dev trait, and I'll go to him, man. I do not like playing with left-handed quarterbacks. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back because this guy's a right-handed quarterback. I think everybody else is a right-handed quarterback. All my other quarterbacks are right-handed except for this dude. I had to train my brain like to run left that's why you'll see me like when I run on my second down, I used to always run left so that if I had to run out, right, I would run to the right and have more room to run. I keep forgetting to do that. So I have to run the opposite way and run right. And then on third down, if I have to pass, I can then get out the pocket and run left, run the ball or throw it. It's super annoying. So yeah, I know what you mean, but this guy ended up, his dev trait is much better. Look at all these, the physical he has, the mental freak. I mean, he came out of freaking nowhere and caused my other quarterback to I cut him. I encouraged him to transfer. And he was the starter that took over for my other one that transferred. But he was the starter for 1 year, and then the next year Zuma came out of nowhere and took his spot. Just stole that spot. It was crazy. It was me and Larry. Larry loved Washington, and Zuma was just a quarterback that was gonna be my backup forever. But here he is. I'm creating a conference with all Virginia schools at HBCU, Virginia Tech, Old Dominion, James Madison, and more. I made Virginia schools versus North Carolina school like Duke, North Carolina. Oh, okay. And HBCU here. Broke his ankles. You saw that shit, dude? Not the pause stream. Yeah, I had to pause. Dude, I got to get this latency. You're right, man. That was like it's 11:30. That was 2 minutes ago. Well, it probably wasn't that long ago, but it was like a minute late. But yeah, anyway. I do not like left-handed quarterbacks, but I am used to it now, pretty much, because he's so good. But it takes a little. I'm blitzing. I did not mean to pick that play. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Also having a great time chit-chatting with you guys. So who's in your conferences, Intelligence or Savage? Because you said you had all Virginia conference and all North Carolina, or did you have a conference with 2 divisions, 1 North Carolina, 1 Virginia, which would be kind of cool. Speaking of that, I don't know if that was your CJ or Snyder's idea of, no, it was Snyder. He has a league that blitz will work. Then I need to remember. Hold on. No. Okay. I'll run it again. Yeah, I did. It worked very well. I gotta save it as one of my favorites. He runs. What I was talking about was the. Oh my God! Shouldn't have ran it again. That was my fault. My friend Snyder he ran he's only going to recruit North Carolina players. He's playing with ECU and he's only recruiting North Carolina players. That is kind of cool. That is kind of legit. Oh, God. 2 divisions. Okay. What HBCUs do you have in there? Did you create them?
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last. That would have been me. That would have been the computer.
See, if it was me, I would have freaking intercepted it. I didn't even get to change in time. He threw it so fast. Oh my God, my guy. How did you drop that?
It's so much easier for these backs to find
31. This guy's definitely gonna.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And
Oh, okay. We're not gonna talk about that. That's hard as hell to recruit from only one state, isn't it? And it's not Texas, it's North Carolina. It would be fun though. That would be kind of fun, man.
They needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this
I'm not paying attention to this game.
Getting back in this ball game.
They'll try to run it in. He's not quite gonna
Ooh, don't
get
pick his
there.
legs up like that.
Two failed.
Like he's a
They are
baby.
unable to cut into this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh, I got stuck on my blur.
But not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Oh yeah, wide zone right. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, this is perfect. This is gonna be perfectly set up. I don't think my running back has ever not had a. Oops, he messed up. Couldn't decide. Not had a 100-yard game, and it's not gonna happen this year or this game.
As this guy's had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1.
Oof.
Number 2.
This is not
number
looking
3.
good.
That's a good start to maybe turn.
I was talking smack. Oh, I like him to cross. We'll see.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it
Oh,
in
Johnson
drive
might be
on
freaking
third
open down the field to the right. There's safeties down. Let's see if he pulls back up. Nope.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through
Oh no, they blitz. I didn't see it. God bless it. Virginia State. Let me pump this. God bless it. Virginia State, Virginia Union, Norfolk State, Hampton, North Carolina A&T schools are already in Team Builder. I found. Oh, okay. Virginia Union, Virginia State. Yeah, we used to play Virginia Union. Yeah, I remember we used to play Virginia Union in the exhibition games. This is where the glitch I was talking about right there, man. See that? So number 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna record that.
It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
All right.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play.
What was the stats on those teams? I make all mine cupcake when I do a team builder because it's more fun to build a team than it is to just. Oh, I need to do a better job at seeing the screens. I never see them. I'm gonna blitz. I'm gonna blitz like a mofo right now. Oh god, this is probably not good, but he's definitely not running the ball, so I'm kind of screwed here. We're just gonna try to get him faster than he can. Look at it. That was not a user pick, but I did. The helmet is hideous. Let's go, Wibby. Also, you are University of Richmond, all pretty well created teams on team. Ah, okay. I particularly don't like. I don't like when they're good. But I also don't play on Heisman right now, so I'll play on Heisman. I think, depending on how this year goes, I think I might switch to Heisman next year. Oops. That seems like a cool division, though. I thought a lot of people create online dynasties with that. Is that what you did?
Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 17 to USC.
And that didn't come across. I just got a subscriber. Was that you? Because it didn't come across my screen, which is stupid annoying. It's not my alerts aren't working on that for some reason. But I know also. Is there? Damn. This. Oh my god. Ooh. I've never had. This is the most interceptions I've ever had in a game. Oh my god, everybody's getting money today. After this, I'm gonna show you the uniforms I have. Okay, so most are like 76 to 80 or something. Gotcha. Yeah, I like them when they're like 69. I looked at one player and then I lost control. Go jet sweep.
First down sack for the D. It's second down.
Jet sweep, baby. My fast wide receiver. Juke this guy out of his boots. Juke that guy out of his boots. Oh. Flying squirrels are dominant for sure. My running back. I just decided my running back's probably going to win the Heisman. And my quarterback is up for Heisman as well, but So screw it.
On first and goal. He steps and
I don't know why I
throws and
juked.
works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back.
Oh, that was you. Yeah, appreciate it. Hey, welcome to Roughnecks, man. If that was you, I assume that's your answer. I appreciate the subscription, brother. This is it's been a grind, and this year has been not this year. Since I've switched to YouTube permanently, it has been a grind to restart. I was at like almost 500 on Facebook, and now I'm kind of restarting. Just because Facebook's kind of annoying, but I'm at over 150. I'm looking to get to 200. But also I want to get like the 200 people that actually watch and chill and hang out. So, which I got a pretty decent community. I get people coming in here all the time, which is awesome. So yeah, welcome.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And always feel free to ask any questions you got, man. I'm live every Monday and Wednesday nights. Usually it's on the schedule's on my notes, but on my bio. But Monday and Wednesday at 9:30 to about this time. And usually just striking my last game. And then on Fridays I'm on like from 8 till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Play college football. I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty on Wednesday. But that used to be my main game. It kind of got stale. I don't know if you play Call of Duty, but it got kind of stale. Also, this game kind of took over my life for gaming. So, but I want to get ready for. Oh my God, how did you get beat so bad? Can't get that guy. That's all I wanted, but I couldn't get him fast enough. God bless it. But yeah, I want to get ready for the new game. And also, I kind of miss Call of Duty a little bit. It's just, we'll see when I start playing it again. I don't really get frustrated with it anymore. It's just stale for me. But I do play all the games. I play a lot of games. You probably see it on my videos. No, I main games very often. Like I get addicted. Like Gray Zone Warfare. I don't know if you've played that game. I don't know if, are you a first-person shooter fan at all, or are you just into sports? I couldn't decide which way to go. God, this game's over. Got him.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the next.
I didn't know what you were going to do. They were catching up to me so easily. All right, let's get the backups in here. Yeah, we might need to put the backup in. Oh, there you go. There's Hasty. Why is my backup is a superstar? Is a star player? Crazy. Good block. He's gonna be my future running back next year, but he's only getting 1 year now. I'm in that point of my dynasty where I used to start a bunch of freshmen, but I'm at the point where this is gonna be a bad run. Where I have too many good players. So now I'm like Alabama, where you got to sit and wait for a couple years. I think I'm starting one freshman. He's a freshman redshirt, and he's my right tackle. He's the only starting freshman I have, I think. And last year my defense, I played 3-4, so I'm not starting a defensive tackle. Oof! Damn, 50, you got rocked.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something.
Just sports video games for me. Gotcha. Have you played? I'm curious. I want to ask these people. Oh, yes, sir. NBA 2K. I have not bought it. I'm gonna wait till it's on sale. I'm tired of that I'm tired of that. But I used to grind that game too, but not online. Again, any sports game I play, I don't play them online. I play Dynasty like this. But this one was the most that I've ever played. Oh, I kind of don't want to score with him, but screw it.
Breaking news: they score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's
Bursing.
your job to stop me, or I should get conservative.
Yeah, and what do you think about Madden too? I have Madden. I played it once, and I just did not like it. Not at all.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
But if you're into watching, this is what I do. I do a lot. You've missed, I think, you missed most of it, but I'll be making a video on this, on my review. But if you scroll back on the, want to get a preview, not a preview, it's a full video. I gave this game a good review. Oh no, 84. Okay. basically went through and reviewed the game. You saw the tail end of it. We go hover man. I'm gonna see what my team does against man here. Ooh, we're pressing too. Is safety. Oh shit. Oh, got me. He got me. I thought he was going deep. That's okay. I covered the front of the back end of that.
That carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He wants to throw.
Oh, he got me.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, the tendency of me to hit the right trigger is super annoying. I do that very often, a little too often. We're gonna go man again, but when Kendall Brown's gonna press him, I'm gonna give him some help over the top here on the left side here. Ooh, nobody's covering the middle. This is gonna be terrible. Oh, oh no, he did not. Oh.
He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, my corner, he's got to win cornerback of the year at this point.
Any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on.
Embarrassing.
Gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
At least I don't have to play offense anymore.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This is what I mean. Like, once I get, oh, I guess you don't know what I'm talking about, but once I get used to playing, it just gets easier. And I imagine Heisman's going to get like this for me as well. I just keep, once I get used to how to play it, I try not to cheese the game either. I do not like to cheese the game, but that's where I got to watch out on how easy it can be, because then I get bored.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dumps it off in the flats.
And Brown's feeling himself. So 2024, not 2025 yet. For some reason, I'm not excited about trying Madden 25. I'm okay with 24 for now. I'll tell you, it's a good call. I bought it because I got it for this. Mistakenly, my thought was that I could, got me. Export the players from the draft class. You know what? I forgot to mention that. I completely forgot to, I'm going to go back and make that part of my video, or add it into my video after this, but the ability to export players from this team, from Dynasty into Madden, bro, that was one of the big reasons I played Madden, man. I wanted to see my players in there, and they would be in the universe, the same universe. I didn't necessarily draft them all, but they'd be in the same universe. They need to figure that out. Oh, man. This guy's he's living dangerously, man. He is. Exporting the players was the best part of the games. Yeah, man. I don't understand why they took that away. Just gonna keep running man.
New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
We'll call timeout. We'll call timeout for him. See if I can get an interception. No, it's a run zone.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Cover 3 switch. I would make an entire starting team in college and try to draft them. Exactly, yeah.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Feeling some heat.
I was trying to turn into a damn linebacker the whole time there. I probably wouldn't have been good though. I was trying to turn this. I don't got the switch stick thing. I don't get that. Look, oh yeah. See, I was trying to turn to 40 right there, but he probably would have scored anyway. So I guess. Oh, game over. Yeah, I gotta add that after this. I'm gonna make that after I cut the stream. I'll put that on there as a gameplay. A gameplay con. What did I rate the gameplay already? Was it that bad? Let's see. No, gameplay was rated high. It's just, oh damn it, I can't see it.
This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and
it was a 7. Can't tell. I don't know if you can see it on this screen.
It's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football.
How was Kendall Brown not the player of the game with 2 interceptions and one for a one pick 6? That's annoying. Maxing out your level is super annoying. Stupid. I legit would make an old 112th team in college and try to draft them if they allowed it. Dude, that would actually be kind of legit. I used to do that too. I used to put like you'll see me in here. I'm gonna make my son. He's gonna be Hecroplanus Jr., but I'm gonna make him not. He's not gonna be in the game until 2037 or 38, because that's when he would graduate high school. And then eventually, I may, once I get to that point, and he's in VCU. After he graduates, and then I'll wait like 3 more years. He's not gonna make it in the NFL. He's gonna come back to coach, and then I'll make this a CPU team, and I'll pick another team to build up. All right, let's see what we got for recruits. Dude, first of all, hold on. I did want to see the stats though. A second. How many interceptions did I get? They don't have team records either. I just realized I need to write these 2 things down before I forget. Switch this off. Review. Well, that's under gameplay. Team records. Did I do that? Performance and tech issues? Not in the game. And what did I just say? The other thing was, God bless it, I forgot it already. See? Damn it, we were just talking about it. Oh, exporting. Exporting. Is that game player or is that UI and experience? That's gameplay. Exporting players to Madden, not in the game. Let me highlight this real quick. Sorry if you're... Okay. All right. We'll see how my stats were. Why have the bar show 51 if you get stuck at 50? I know. Let me max out my coaching tree. Yeah. I don't know how I feel. And you saw that during the review, but like, I don't know if I want to max it out completely, but I think you should go up to 75 though, or something. Like I would like to have to choose between be unstoppable. Yeah. I would like to have to choose between the you know, CEO or whatever the case may be. But I don't want it to be maxed. But I don't think it should be so low. Like there's so many, you saw it. There's so many things I can't do. I'll look at it again right now. Man, my quarterback has his worst game of his entire career right there. I just realized he's not paying attention. Looking for interceptions. Damn, I got 6 interceptions this game. Dude, my guy's got to be up for. Damn, that's why he got player of the game. He's got 2 touchdowns. He got 1. Oh, okay. My coaching abilities. Like, I literally spent them all. Tactician is the great one to pick up, though. This is a great one. But, like, I was not thinking about it. Like, when I go through again, I'm going to not do this, right? Not going to pick them all. Well, tactician is a great one to have. Because my players are all so much better now. But I spent way too much points right here. It's because he's left-handed. Whatever. I maxed out every single one of these, and you don't need to max out. I would tell you actually, I would only do the first one. I think for all of them, for quarterbacks to take less time to fully scout. I don't even think the other ones are worth it because tactician and I don't know. Why does it say upgrade? I don't need to upgrade it. Oh yeah. Motivator. This was good because you get XP, players get better, right? So eventually you'll be all right. You got to recruit some players, but you ain't got to like, you're not going to get superstars if you got a cupcake team in the beginning. So I don't know. I would want more points though. I'd want more points. I only got 3, basically only got 3 categories out of there. And then I won't be able to ever unlock the other one. So I have to restart. Ooh, okay. We got a middle linebacker, 4-star, 3-star. Oh, I got to add these guys to my spreadsheet, by the way, that I have. Okay. Oh, I got a lot to add. I think I might do this tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to do this right now. Yeah, but I got 4 players. So what I'm doing with this spreadsheet, in matter of fact, I didn't even get to show you guys. I'll show you now. What I'm doing with this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet right here is every player. Now I have to go back. I was debating CEO, but I don't know how worth that would be. Yeah, that's the one where you got like you can you're more likely to keep your players. Which yeah, you're right. I don't know about that one. I think that's that one. Anyways, I need to go back and look at my streams to see like the recruits that I had and put it in here. But bottom line here, I'll flip it so you can see everybody I have. These are all the players I've ever recruited. So my intent is to, and we'll just use one that I know here. You probably can't even see this, so I'll zoom in. All right, so I put whether they're 4-star, what their national ranking is, by state, by position, everything you would know, right? What kind of player they were, hometown, their badges, impact, overall rating. Like when I get them, what did they start off with? So the intent is to then, if they transfer, right, the result, what happened? This would be a transfer, right? They'd be their former team. The recruiting class, obviously the rank isn't there anymore. I moved it over. What rank I had, that's just kind of just for me. This is not really science, but this part is the science part. What they result, what were they? I think this is my, yeah, what the result was. Did they transfer? Did they get cut by me? Did they graduate? Or did they get drafted, right? And then I have here their final rating, what they are. So what I'm going to be able to do is look at this what is this? A 3-star? 4-star player who is a plus would be a diamond, a minus would be a bust. I'll be able to see a 4-star player ranked number 269, what the average overall rating is for that person, or for all the ones I've ever done. And also this dev trait, what an impact has on average on a player. So I get some stats for science. That's why I'm doing this. Also, well, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. The other reason I'm doing it is because it's just fun. I'm a nerd, dude. And I like to look back on players that I've had, like, oh, what was he ranked? I go to my record book and see, number one player. Oh, I remember when I played with him, 15 years ago. And then I was like, oh, he's a 4-star coming out, and he broke all the records. That's just cool. It's cool to see. Anyways, team records, no trophy. Oh, good one. No trophy room. I gotta add that. No trophy room, dude. I might have to downgrade freaking gameplay. But so my question is, where would I, if you had, and you see this, if you had, what did I put gameplay? 8. It might need to turn to a 7. But if you had to put these kind of things, team records, no trophy rooms as well. Get me how it's not already there. No time change for 4, 6, and 7 p.m. games, and I'm the only one bugged out by the. I can't see your. How about it? By the flags not blowing in the game in the stadium. I didn't even notice that, dude. I'm adding that to my. I'm gonna go with that's like graphics and visuals. Flags don't blow in the games. I'm gonna add that to the video. You gotta go look at it. But the no trophy room, that's huge. Yeah, you're right. The trophies were awesome. I love to look through my trophy room. And again, it goes back to all those players that you had that you would see and you'd be like, oh, I remember those players. I remember, so and so, and he won the Heisman or whatever the case may be. And I'm doing that on my spreadsheet. I'm putting what they won. So if so facto, have my own little made up trophy room. So I'll put whether they're the captain, Heisman, what awards they won, and I'll put it. But I'm just slowly filling this out, and like we'll see what comes of it. But anyways, so where would we put that? Will we put that in the gameplay category? We would put it under graphics and visuals, no story and everything. Gameplay is the only option. It's one of the options. Replayability, no. User interface experience, that could be more on the line of where it would be, right? Performance and tech issues, no, obviously, because it's not performance related. But tech issues, it could fall under, right? Don't show, because I put the record in game. That's more experience now that I think of it. So when I talk about that, I'm probably gonna have to go and put that in the experience. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this video. God bless it. And then innovation and originality. No, it would be in user interface / experience. Yeah, that'd be where it's at. I think any kind of. But then again, these are bugs, right? Like not showing your record being broken. I don't know. That's not a bug though. That's just, it's just not in the game. So schedule bug is a bug. Team builder logos not being in the game is a bug, but not showing your record being broken is a UI slash experience. Yeah, I gotta write this stuff down so I know. I have it written down in my notes, but I don't. Anyways, yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly go over my recruiting class real quick to see what's going on. Oh, can't see anything. It's funny how I see stadiums now with flags everywhere now. Now I'm gonna pay attention to it. Taquan Angel. He had to be National Player, Defensive Player of the Year, right? Nope. You know, I love it. I love it. Let me see who won National Player of the Defensive Player of the Year week. Oh, I mean he had 4 sacks. Okay. Still 2 touchdowns? Oh, I was really like that was better. And still ranked number 3. Isn't that nice? They need to. That's the other. Bro, there's so much to add. Hold on. I missed so much on that video. Gameplay. I think I'm gonna have to redo UI / experience. So this is experience related. Exporting players to Madden on the game. No trophy room. Team records. Yeah, this is all freaking the ranking algorithm, I guess is what I would call it. Algorithm. Oh. And then the other piece is how often powerhouse schools win. That's super annoying. So we might have to downgrade UI and experience because I'm gonna have to adjust that. I'll just redo the video tomorrow. I'm not doing anything anyways. I'm not streaming, so I'll redo the video, or I'll just do that portion. I'll record myself doing that portion. But yeah, see, that's why I needed you guys here. I need you guys here to help me out, help me like figure this stuff out. Helps me make these videos. Okay, what's up with my recruiting class? I gotta go to sleep. It's 12 o'clock. I'm already freaking like, ooh, I got the number 171. Okay, top 300 player. Also would like to see them use like rivals or maybe create their own like recruiting system. I know they got the national ranking, but it, you know, like the NBA has like the draft.com and they have the different ranking systems. That'd be cool to add to this. I love the game, just always thinking of how they can make the game even better. I like helmet flying off every now and then, and someone making it to the medical tent being it's in the game. Oh wait. To the medical tent being it's in the game on site. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Those are little I'm thinking of quality of life updates. Those would be little cool little touches to the game. Like, let me just put that, and, you know, even if they just start with putting the tent there, you know what I mean? And then they can have a cut scene. If dude, players don't really get injured that much, and I guess I could increase. I didn't decrease it. It's just whatever it is, I play off as it. But that might also be wear and tear. I'm not gonna injure my players. But seeing them go to the freaking to the tent to get checked out, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. All right, what am I looking at? I got 250 hours. I don't think I can actually get anybody to visit because I ran out. Yep. Okay. Okay. Oof, I'm about to lose this guy. Oh, because he's not. Look at the pipeline. This is what Snyder was talking about a while ago. The pipeline. I don't have it. I'm probably gonna lose this guy. Damn. Oh, I was going to attend to him. Damn, I really want him too. Savannah. He's from Savannah, Georgia. Why do I not have a pipeline? Whatever. It'll be all right. Okay. Dude, am I not hard selling this dude? How is this guy not coming to me? This is pointless. I'm just going to go to, dude. Is there anybody that I'm not recruiting? I honestly don't need all these people. This is the last time I'm going to recruit this way. I'm going to recruit next year with big time players that I just need. Even if I go to the point where I only get like 10 recruits in, I don't care. I don't care. We do not care.
Yeah, there's really nothing I can do other than maximize all these points. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, another thing is scouting. Like I would like a button that man, I really should have wrote some of this stuff down while I was doing it. But like scouting, you know, I have to keep tapping scouting. Like, why can't I just hit scouting and hold it? I'm going to write that down too. Experience. There's a lot of cons. I don't know if these are cons, more as suggestions on how to make the game better. Scouting. Can I just hold to max scouting? I think that was in the old game too. The tents are already there. They just need to use them. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice that. Probably because the graphics aren't great. Sideline. Okay. Can't schedule a visit. I don't know why. Here. I leave those guys. I normally reorder all the people that I've recruited and push them to the bottom, but I have to add them to my. Oop, nope, didn't mean to do that. I have to add them. Oh, I actually need to hard sell this guy. I need to add them to my spreadsheet, so I want to leave them there. So I remember to do that. Oh my god, I still can't freaking hard sell this guy. I must not have a pipeline. No, I do. I have a great pipeline with this guy. Wait. Is what? The higher, the better, right? I assume so. Okay. We gotta hard sell this guy, even though I don't really want him. He's a right tackle. I don't even want this dude. No. I don't need that guy either. All right, whatever. We got who we got. How's my class looking now? Number three. Number three. That's not bad. Oregon's always getting good players, man. Like everybody bitches about this. Doing pretty good though. If I can get the rest of these guys, I should be. I've never had a number one recruiting class. The best I've had was number 2, I think. I don't think I'm gonna get it this time. I mean, unless I get these 4 guys, I might. You never know. But they're suggestions for me, not cons, no doubt. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So you know what I'll do is I'll put that at the end of the video. Yeah, I like that. I'll put that. So team records not exporting players to Madden. Well, I feel like the exporting players to Madden is definitely a con. God bless it. Give me this. Let's see. I mean, it's still got a good rating, and I think no matter what, I think it's gonna get a good rating. But I'm definitely gonna have to rework it a little bit. I think I can just end it with a 7.5 and potentially lower for UI and experience, maybe. But I could say I can give these notes on like, hey, these aren't necessarily cons, but these are suggestions on how we can improve the game, and improve some of the experience. I don't know. I'll think about it tomorrow. Think about how I'm going to do that tomorrow. All right. This is my, by the way, this is my conference. Let's see if I got it in here. I used to be in the Sun Belt. I started out in the Sun Belt, and then I took ODU with me, who suck really bad. They're just not getting any better. West Virginia was the other good team that I took. I took them from, what are they? Big 10, Big 12. They're in the Big 12. Can't remember. Either way. And then Arkansas. So 2 SEC teams, a Big 10, Big 12. This sorry ass team, I don't even know why I took them. ODU came with me. They were a package. We were a package deal. Because we were the founders. We were the founders of this, along with Washington State and Oregon State. And then here's the other teams, which they're not doing as good as I thought. Like Washington was doing really good. Oregon State was really doing good. And I'm not sure why they suck now. And what was the other team? UCLA. Yeah, they came from the ACC ranked and now they suck. So make my conference kind of suck. But whatever. SEC still.
You know what's cool though? One of the cool things that I liked is that even though, now I need to write this down too. Even though you have divisions, you can still make it so that the best 2 teams play each other. I love that option. Even though you have the divisions within the conference, you can make the best 2 teams play for champ game. It's a great foundational game for sure. My rating of the game is a 7.5 at this point. Oh, that's actually what I got. To add these things, it's damn sure close in on closing in on a 9.5. No, for sure. I don't know if any game for me will ever be a perfect 10. Because there will always be something that you could kind of look at. And that's not me saying, oh, I'm gatekeeping, saying, no, nothing can be a 10. But there's always something that could get better with the game. So I really, oops, switch this to only me, close this thing out. I don't think that anything, these games could be, or you can never have a 10, but I think this game would definitely be good to hitting 9.5. I think it could totally hit 9.5, man. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But I'm actually going to bed to catch you. But yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the subscription though, man. I'm actually going to end the stream too. So you have a good night. This was a fun night. I got to review the game and I got some more work to do apparently. So we'll see. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody coming in. DJ, we'll call you Savage. Snyder, you came through. Angel, and all my 152 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Let's continue to build this thing up. Continue to improve and get these numbers. Goal to 200. We're gonna get to 200 before the end of the year. So that being said, this is Roughneck 6 signing off.